Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and we're playing My Father's Work with the Fear of the Unknown scenario. We are still slowly in the way of setup. God, there we go. I will be playing my scientist. I'm Bobby, and then you guys are Lilith and John. I'll just speak for her because she doesn't want to answer.
Nope, neither of us do.
You guys just refuse to talk.
We just
guys.
We're playing a story-based game where we're not going to talk.
Yeah, I don't want to play.
I actually learned sign language at work today. Like, that's all I did for 8 hours is just learn ASL. So.
Okay.
All right. Well.
And that means
a note for my sister. So for some reason the app just doesn't have full narration for everything. I don't know why.
That's okay.
So you'll have to
speed rushing it through.
I made much progress in my research over these last months. Now, I have made much progress in my research over these last months. My host has furnished me with appropriate accommodations, and the food is hearty with a warmth that lifts the spirits. While I am gracious for their hospitality, I have yet to give my appreciation in person. The caretaker assures me that they are on extended holiday, but their absence is peculiar. Something about this arrangement unnerves me, though I cannot for the life of me determine its source. It is but a minor xenophobia, a fear of the unknown that sets my eyes to dwelling on the dark corners of this unfamiliar, decaying, but immaculate estate. 100% I would live here in a heartbeat.
Yep.
There's no way I wouldn't.
Are you kidding me? You get free lightning?
Other than the mountains, yeah.
You don't like mountains?
I'm not a huge fan of heights.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, dragons live there too, so.
That's not a problem. I'm golden with that.
That would be cool, but...
They live under the mountain.
At night, I perceive to hear the echoes of a distant hammering, the scraping of metal on metal, the rumble of thunder. Yet when I sash my nightgown tight and emerge upon the veranda, the misty countryside is spread wide under the moon, and I am greeted with nothing but the echo of cicadas and the smell of tulips in the night air. What's so funny, Kat?
Sorry, just imagined you going out here. First of all, I imagined that you were wearing one of those, like, oh, I'm a widow and I killed my husband and I'm rich, like flowing nightgown.
It's too sheer.
You see your nipples through it. For some reason, you're
peeking
wearing
my balls.
pasties. But also, that wasn't enough that when you went out on your veranda, I also heard Misty Eye of the Mountain by Ed Sheeran playing.
Oh, Misty Eye of the Mountain.
And then I went back to Dragons.
We just got defunded.
Oh, a season assist. Great.
So you're holding the show
I didn't even upload this yet. The business at hand, included with the accompanying package, is an extensive collection of clippings, journal entries, and letters chronicling the storied history of this peculiar estate and its proprietors. Their contents are fascinating, and I have arranged them in a semblance of order which tells a vivid, extraordinary tale. I expect to return to London shortly, but I have posted this ahead of my arrival so as to make the burden lighter for me. I fear I don't have the same fortitude that I once did. If perchance something were to happen to me, I entrust you will ensure its publication in whatever form you see fit. As always, I think of you fondly. Give Mother my warmest regards. Roderick. That was gonna play. Alright, Kat. Look. The volume?
Yep.
Is that me? Am I a guy?
Find solace from the foul images that have so firmly embedded themselves. I will spare you the details of the journey to that dismal village to settle my deceased father's affairs. But upon entering its unpaved limits, my spouse drew my attention to several men and women galloping towards the town centre, where there was a loud commotion and gathering of individuals. Intrigued by the local pageantry, I resolved to indulge my curiosity. I rapped my knuckles against the roof of the carriage and asked for the driver to turn towards the festivities. He did not respond to my insistence, nor did he respond when I thrice repeated my command.
Just like, yeah, instead of you're just like,
Yeah, because like I hear the W.
Just grab his legs, like, like off this the camera.
You're like trying to prank him, and you're just like.
This is like entire area is haunted.
He
like dives off the cliff.
I'm truly senile. Like, I'm hysterical.
Frustrated, I angled my head out of the carriage window in order to speak more firmly. That is when I spied the horrific source of his obstinate and wise decision.
And you're like trying to be
Briefest
cool
of
and just
moments,
like.
though a moment long enough for it to be etched within my memory forever, I saw the source of the commotion. A crowd of people surrounded a tall wooden stage where, swinging slowly from a thick hemp noose, hung a youthful
They look like they have it for...
Her lifeless eyes stared in my direction before her form was obscured by buildings. An irrational fear has gripped the populace, I swear it. The region is rife with super...
Have you watched Disenchantment? You've seen Futurama, I'm assuming. Okay, so Matt Groening's new show. Well, I guess it's not new anymore. But the very first episode is like...
Oh, I did. I haven't watched it, but yeah, I know what
Gotcha,
you're
but
talking about.
hanging out from the gumdrop. Like, they're all just singing this jaunty tune, and you're just like, that sounds like... Oh my god!
Our favorite activity.
Yeah.
Superstitious traditions that do not mix well with the church's rigid moral compass. When an individual from this close-knit community emerges from shuttered windows, they eye me as one would a foreigner, with sideways glances that make each excursion there insufferable. Accusations of witchcraft and voodooism erupt with increasing fervor, and paranoia weaves its tendrils into their minds. Maybe this forced solitude will prove beneficial to my wits, as even amidst this clamour, I find myself unnaturally focused. I have recently discovered my father's leather-bound journal, and while somewhat trite, I feel it has sparked something within me, a direction for my future studies, perhaps. Maybe it will offer some amusement in these trying times.
Listen, it's not my fault that I keep sacrificing cats. Okay? These people just aren't with it.
Alright, here's John, which is you.
Jonathan.
Let's see if it reads immediately.
It won't. It chooses one person, I'm pretty sure.
Cool. Alright, do you want to read it?
You go for it.
Alright. The cold and dark landscape should by all accounts be an affront to my demeanor, and it certainly... I'm gonna turn this down now.
Yeah.
And it certainly is to my...
It certainly is to my...
Oh, I'm pressing the wrong one. I'm like, well, it's not going down. Distracting trumpet. But I find myself rejuvenated in a way that beguiles my rational... They say that ashes can enrich the soil and make the next harvest stronger. Well, if the grayness of this countryside serves as an ample fertilizer, my mind is a germinating seed ready to burst from the earth. This collective mania, it is contagious. Each day I find my mind wandering, dreaming up new formulas and calculations, drafting notes as if possessed by some unseen force. For now, I will let my thoughts go wherever they are wont to go. However, I will find my true calling. In this frenzied era of wild ideas and incendiary superstitions, I will emerge focused and determined.
Okay.
Yours wasn't as long.
Yep.
I don't even get one. No. I actually don't get one.
I thought yours was the first one.
You were the first one!
No, you were the first one. I went second. Cause my,
no,
Because you read? Oh.
Yeah, I think that was just a general whatever. It didn't say letter from Bobby.
Go fuck yourself.
Anyway, I'm going to place this on the 10 of the track. Place this on the 3 of the track. Place that on the 3 of that, right there, on the Village Chronicle.
And don't fucking move.
Okay, so, and everyone will place one of these onto their second level. I just realized, I forgot they're supposed to be the books.
Yep.
Second level?
Of the journals. Of the journals. Where everyone else did, Cat.
Yep, right there.
Yep, got it.
Well, I'm sorry that it doesn't look like a journal. It looks like a parchment.
What's in journals, Cat? That's interesting.
Paper. We don't use parchment anymore.
Okay, turn to the Fear of the Unknown section of the Village, then turn to page 1.
Tahoo.
3.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of my asshole?
Huh?
Burn the witch.
She knows how to get to Tootsie Pops!
Did you know, fun fact, because, do you listen to Last Podcast on the Left?
Well, time to end this and do that.
Yep, we're just going to sit here and listen to that. The burning of witches was only a European thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Freaks. And
Like,
we hung them
in
poorly.
Salem, yeah, we just did everything else. But Cologne, or Cologne in Germany, which I've been to, they did like a 2,000 mass murder of witches, and I was like, huh.
Guess you shouldn't sniff flowers for so long.
Yeah.
And say that they make you feel good.
Okay, retrieve the family plot Vanity estate upgrades from the box. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that right here. That's not that. That's not that.
Nice.
Well, I say family plot.
Family plot.
1, 2,
Buckle my shoe.
3.
Oh, and apparently pilgrims didn't wear a lot of buckles.
Nope.
Apparently that was...
Okay, so this is in a vanity, so I'm assuming that goes there.
Yep.
Place the suspicion marker I'll have you grab it on space 7. And then the angry mob 1 space to the left, and give the first player marker to Lilith.
Fuck.
Well, shouldn't have named yourself Lilith.
So why does that have to do with anything?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we need to do beginning of round.
Yes.
And
So beginning of round, I've already given us the money, so we'll start with Cat. Is that the resource you're grabbing?
yeah, for storage.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab a coffin.
Do we get to look at our...
You get to look through them,
Okay.
and then you'll draw 1 card.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna grab a blue, please. Oh, wait. Can I grab that?
No.
Okay, that's what I
It's
thought.
not a resource.
I was like, wait a minute.
What?
Knowledge.
Is knowledge is a resource?
I don't think it
Oh
is.
no, sorry. It's
Yeah, it's not a resource. Like, you can't gain knowledge from your storage
what
shed.
is it called?
I
then?
think I can.
So I thought the group of things was resource.
No, ingredients. Chemicals, animals, gears, and bodies are considered resources.
Okay. So what resource do you want?
Well...
Yeah. Well, because it's weird, because it also... Because I thought the same thing, but... Because it says ingredients up here, gear resource, animal resource, body resource, and then chemical resource, and knowledge cubes are separate.
You know
I think
what?
that's how I
Give
found
me
it.
a animal. I feel like that's a safe bet.
Kind of animal.
Here's your horse.
Apparently
Okay.
I got a horse. Horses are horses.
Alright,
Unless
so,
you
yeah.
want
What?
Unless you want to go.
No, this is just a very large goat.
So anytime a player, so basically we see all the story marks. If you get 3 on insanity, 10 victory points, 3 on...
Something happens.
Yep, all that stuff will happen.
So you'll get to choose 1 new card as well, 1 new experiment cat.
Oh yes, I'm gonna choose it.
And then Seth will get 1.
Yeah, let's go ahead and probably follow suit. Grab it.
Yep, would you hand me an A as well?
Yeah, you got it. Thank you.
Shit! I think I couldn't grab yours.
Oh!
Ah!
Okay. Anyway, yep, so that was the start of a round. Cat, you will start by taking an action.
Alright, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be doing that classic action, the one that I always do. And I think I'm going to go... What? Let me go right here.
Gonna build. Oh yeah, so the buildings we got the chamber pot. No, the chamber. Gain 1 ingredient. So you just gain 1 when you build it, and at the start of each generation, you will gain an ingredient, but you will also continuously have an insanity and a creepy level.
Right, that's why. So resource is anything. Ingredient is the bottles, gears, animals, and bodies.
But see,
Because it's, if you look at the very back in the as overarching, it's resources. And then
no,
there's,
no, it's not. It doesn't say resources on the back. That's why it throws me off, because it says knowledge types, but then ingredients are
yeah,
up
but
here.
there's somewhere in it that it says all of those are resources, because coins are also resources.
But that doesn't make any thematic sense if you have in your storage shed knowledge of chemistry, you know?
Yeah.
Because I thought the exact
chemistry
same thing. I thought
textbook.
everything that was basically in this was
Is
a
a
resource,
resource.
but... And because it says ingredients, and then it clarifies resources on these 4, but the knowledge cubes isn't in there, and coins aren't either. Coins are down here.
Okay.
I will gladly... I mean, I have no problem if
No,
that's the
it's
case,
fine.
but... it's just
We'll
like,
find out
why
in the
didn't they...
comments at some point.
Yeah. I'll also try to Google it.
What does the clean ledger do? Gain $1 at the...
And then you get $2
Oh, yeah,
at the
sorry.
start of generations.
Yep.
Then we got another chamber, and you can't see what the top
Yeah,
one is.
this is probably the one layout error
Yeah.
of mine. They did it... Have you ever played Can't see it now, never mind. Whistle Mountain? Mm-hmm. Okay. They had a weird layout. The Zoo of Curiosities. You may hold 3 experiments in your hand between generations.
Okay.
Our knowledge cubes, resources.
am I allowed to... Can I take my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pick the free one.
Okay. And then you're just going to push them down and put a new one
Yeah,
out.
where you pop the...
And then... Okay, just one. Do I also get a blue cube
Why?
for building?
No. Why would you get a blue cube?
What? Because there's a blue cube.
That's the building icon.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you get to do 2 buildings if you want. You just have to pay for both. So you
Yeah.
pay for the 0, and then because you used your...
That's the new one.
Yeah, nothing's pulling up.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely paying for that one.
What's that one?
Oh
do?
wait. Does that come out immediately?
Yes, it comes out
Okay, cool.
immediately.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't want to be thieving.
Nope.
I got extensive wardrobe, so my caretaker can go.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
It is a really good one because now he just puts on a little bit of blush and puts on
What's
a
the
push-up
new one?
bra.
Secret entrance. Gain an additional $1 at the start of each round.
Oh, because you're stealing from people. Secret entrance
Yeah.
to the bank.
Okay. So my turn. So are we good with that? We're just
Yep.
going with
We're just
those
going
as
with that.
resources.
Yep.
I will take a blue cube though. You can give that to me.
I'm not. Okay.
I just want it.
Well, I feel like going to the farmer's market right away and just, of course, picking up my reserved elephant and frog.
Good. That means I can get my goat.
Oh, wait, no, I want the goat.
That really gets my goat. Dead body, frog, and an elephant. Walk into a room.
Yeah, I went into my estate and I just went downstairs and I was like, you know, I normally would be creeped out by this dead body in the storage shed, but I kind of need it.
Oh, Grandpa.
Okay, so
You
I
serious?
think I'm going to. Okay, so this is what. So I remember playing this now, what we had. So, oh, this is a different one. I'm actually going to go here. I'm going to pay $2 to get my 2 servants.
Okay.
So if you hand me my 2 rings and then 2 more people.
Yeah, you care?
No.
Okay. Give you this guy and this guy. Okay.
Guess 2 more actions is always useful.
Back to you.
Scooby-Doo. Let's see here. What?
Oh my god.
Why don't you mind your own
You
business?
suck.
Can you... Okay, let's see here. It's already off to a rough start for my experiments. It's not going great. But I think I will just get some... Fuck, I don't think I want to do that. I'm gonna go get some animals.
Okay, pay a
I
coin.
know. Bank.
And you're just gonna get 1 animal. Here's a
Yeah.
goat.
Goat.
Sorry,
Better eat that goat.
I'll be
Okay,
sacrificing.
better not waste that goat. Alright, I'm gonna send my caretaker to perform an experiment.
Yep.
I'm gonna do the metaphysical curse. It's gonna be a body. And, of course, I use the frog.
Yep.
Almost unintentionally, I proceeded to analyze the practical effects of verbally insulting the dead.
You look terrible.
You fucking bitch!
Right. That's.
So that will
That's
be
useful.
1. There'll be 1 insanity.
Some people really
and
gotta
then
know
I
how
will
to just put them in
gain
their place.
Right.
a chemistry and that as knowledge, and I will get a compulsion. And 3 victory points. I also really don't like that they didn't number these except for like the 10s.
Yeah.
It's just so weird.
I have a Sharpie.
I agree.
These aren't. I can't remember. You can't complete these immediately. It has to be.
Well, you didn't pick them up until after you got them,
Yep,
so you could
that's fair.
complete them. So if you hand me to the gear,
Blacksmith?
yep, blacksmith. I'll be taking 1 gear.
And now my little man can go into town because he's wearing a pretty little dress. I need a vial.
Okay.
Need a little. All right, that was a generation.
No, I still.
No, we still got people.
Yeah.
Nope, yep, that was a generation, guys. Sorry to tell you that. I'm out of pieces, which means we're.
How'd you do this action twice?
It has an infinity symbol above it.
Oh, you're right. Cool. I'm gonna pay all 3 and get my people as well.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I did it because I can.
So I'm going to send Igor to perform an experiment of the Daniel cell battery, or better known as the cell battery. Electricity is a priority, thus requires the pinnacle of storage technology.
Okay.
So I use a gear and that for 2 yellow cubes
So we have
and a blue
electricity.
cube, and would you give me 3 points?
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah, why wouldn't we have electricity?
I didn't know when this was set fully.
1800s?
Yep. I mean, when lightning was put in
I
jars.
was.
Yeah.
That's how we carried electricity around. That was the first battery. It was just lightning buzzing around in one jar. I was just explaining to which obviously I'm out, so it's your turn.
Oh, yeah.
I was explaining to my
man,
coworker
dude.
today
Yeah,
about
it's not
how
worth it.
We were in the Dark Ages, and then guns were invented, and everything in between then is a blur to me because something about guns being invented that I'm like, well, clearly they had everything.
I could perform 2 experiments, or I could perform another experiment.
Using both your people, yeah.
Yeah, but then I'd lose them immediately.
Right. It just costs you another $2 next time.
But one's just
That's fair.
One's just a little old Igor. You know, they're made for sacrificing.
You know what? I am.
Yep.
I am going to send 2, and then use my elephant to do obedience training. Unsurprisingly, it became necessary to determine the trust and loyalty factor of all animal types.
Very true.
This is going to be 1 point. But that will give me 2 knowledge in old chemistry and my compulsion. It is not trial and error, for even in failure, the experiment I gain is invaluable. Yes, it is trial and success. Trial and success! That will give me, I must complete an A-level experiment.
Nice.
That'll be 2 points.
Yep. I'm going to send my person to animals, because I would like a rat. And, well, an elephant sounds delicious for dinner.
Yeah, that's true. Just cutting. It's like laying on this massive diner. Or dining table.
So I guess you're passing then after that.
Yep, and then these guys will go to lost.
And I got one last thing. I'm actually going to go collect $1.
Not bad. Okay, so end of round, servants on the insanity track, which...
Nobody.
Yep. And some estate actions become lost. That's what these 2 are.
Yep.
Return all player pieces to your quarters.
Sneaking.
Yep. Pass the start player clockwise. Thank you.
And we'll need to click the...
well, these 2.
Yep. With
Get
the spear.
Discarded. Cat, will you...
Flip him and bip him.
Yep.
Oops.
Alright. Okay. The early years of the first generation has ended. Perform all end-of-round actions. Just did. Then perform all start-of-round actions in the middle years. Okay, so 3 money.
Yeah.
I only got 2. Thank you. And then draw a card from any deck. I'm actually going to draw a B.
Yep, same as I.
See, I think I'm going to draw a B. Which should we go to?
Yep.
B.
Combo breaker.
I knew it.
Alright. Alright, middle years. Well, would you look at that? Okay, we're gonna have 1 more, so I think I'm going to go to the park. You know how me, Bobby, I brought my skateboard and went to the park, and I've just... My biggest... I'm working on immortality, but at the same time...
You're aging.
At the same time, I'm also... Another clean ledger.
Yep.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm also working on a sweet half pipe.
Nice.
I understand. I'm going to send little...
You guys wouldn't understand. You're trying to... What are you trying to make? Teleportation?
Yeah.
Grow up.
What are you trying to make?
Immortality.
Oh.
Out of all 3 of these, which one would you rather invent? Cat, flip yours over.
So, the practical person in me says teleportation because I think that's the most viable one.
Yeah.
It's true.
Time travel seems a little weary, and immortality sounds like a bad idea.
It sounds like the best idea out of...
Do you know how many bad people could be then made immortal?
But I made it, and I made just enough for me.
And
Right, that's how that always works.
Yeah, it never gets into the wrong hand.
Never gets
But
to the
it's
wrong.
not invincibility.
Right.
just
So when my
immortality.
brain inevitably deteriorates, I will just be insane, but unkillable. Well, not unkillable, but...
Yes.
Honestly,
so,
though.
Did you go?
Mussolini, Stalin.
Oh, you made it.
I'm
Yeah.
all great people and all. I made acid containment procedure.
True.
You mean acid procedure?
Yes, it looks like I.
Read the flavor text.
Okay. Analyzed various ways to store acids through trial and error. Human hand is not one. Where do I put these?
Nearby. I don't know.
Right there. You gave me 50 VP points. Thank you.
I did, yeah. It's just, so, hey, Kat, here's your blue knowledge.
Oh, thank you. And yellow.
And
your peanut.
1 victory point.
My blue.
Okay, let's send my spouse over to the traveling caravan. Would you have me go up on the creep factor? And then, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that. I don't need to do that. Because I can perform an experiment with my caretaker because I realize I have an occult right there. And I will be spending these 2 vials, and then I will spend the occult, which will have me go up on the insanity track again.
Okay.
Which means I will grab this. Okay. And then guess what? This is actually a good experiment. Sterilization.
Oh.
I make my pee sterile, so I
Immortality and sterilization.
I'm working on it.
What could go wrong?
The use of carbolic acid to disinfect the surgical area is important to prevent the spread of bacteria. Yes, it is. Okay, so that will get me a vial. That will have me go up on the creep.
Ew, he's clean.
And that'll be 5 points. So
People can see like the actual skin on your hands, and they're like, "What is that?"
You smell kind of nice. Anyway, so I hit I hit that.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
So let's see what that does.
Your house burns down.
Good.
Choose your player name. Begin my destiny. Fucking John, Lilith, and then Bobby.
Bobby, you chose it. You were the last one.
Newsprint: The Suffering Gazette. A local, and for the record, I like the Village Gazette. Like, that was our first game. We named the town village.
We named the town village.
Well, maybe if you were around. A local entrepreneur and inventor who recently caught the eye of the populace, for better or worse. While their experimentations have become public due to their loud and extravagant nature, this ambition has caused old questions to resurface as to the family's legacy in the region. The entrepreneur's spirit has been on record at several occasions in recent history. "I want fame and fortune," the aristocrat proclaimed without prompting, "so I will have it. Let them watch the future unfold before their eyes. It is of our opinion that with tensions on the rise, perhaps these sentiments were best kept muted." I immediately gain 1 victory point.
Yeah.
Yay. And then that gets returned to the box. Okay, Zach, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the blacksmith with double servants. Get 2 gears.
Well, I wish you hadn't have done that.
Ooh.
I did need to go there,
Bad
but
idea.
I actually will just not go there because that would be stupid. Never
I
mind.
mean, you can go with yourself and get 2 gears and not have to pay for anything.
Yeah, you're.
Or you can just
don't
pay
have
the
to
1
pay.
coin for your spouse to go there.
No, he's worthless. I'll just go there myself.
2 gears.
2 gears. Thanks. Beautiful.
Now I will spend my spouse 2 laborers union and pay 2 to get my 2 people back.
Yep.
Where the fuck did you guys go? I did not say you could leave our estate.
I'm going to record knowledge. So I want to do blue. I am, on the other hand, going to get rid of this B card in exchange for a new B card. Like it. That's a much better B card.
So, okay, your turn.
I think I want to record knowledge too.
Okay, then send your spouse to go do it, but she'll be lost, just so you know.
Oh, my spouse?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's right.
She
I
realizes.
mean, there's other ways to get your spouse back. Is you can just pay the coins next turn for 3 points to get all 3.
Just like in real life, you just buy them back.
Yeah, pretty much.
They do.
Honey, I know you left me
you know
before,
what?
but now I've come into money.
We are going to have to get a little creepy. I need to go to the graveyard.
Oh, the graveyard. You're going up on creep and the mob moves.
Yep.
Deepsy.
And
And you get a body.
Yeah.
1 body.
you just dug up. Who'd you dig up?
Alistair Crowley.
Okay. Pretty sure they probably didn't bury him. They just threw him in some...
He's still alive.
He discovered immortality. That's who I'm trying to keep alive.
Got
That's
it.
my hero.
I did.
Now we're on the
Yeah, we
same
figured it
page.
out. I share immortality with people who I have a very high esteem for. Alistair Crowley, Jared from Subway. oh my! I'm gonna go to the town hall.
My favorite Joker, Jared Leto.
Yep. And I don't have anyone to get. I guess theoretically I could have just only paid the 1 to get 1 servant,
Well, you've already done it.
and then with the town hall recruit this person. That's an easy fix.
Well, but you wouldn't have known that this would have moved, is the
Yeah.
problem.
It isn't.
It has to move. if possible, to do it. And because it can't go farther, that's why that spot's only useful once somebody's gone to the cemetery a few times.
That is kind of true.
Do you have to do every action at the location?
Yeah.
I don't fucking believe you.
There's a rule book
okay.
right next to you.
Oh, I was like, I could have sworn I still have 1 money left. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you still have one more.
That's fine. Okay. I will observe these sniffling fools as they stumble forth. I must discover their desires. I must know what makes a man a man. I must visit the town hall. 2 points.
Nice. Alrighty.
Mr. Crowley.
The sun went down on me.
I'm also going to record knowledge again, this time in yellow. And I'm going to exchange a C for a C. Thank you.
That's my hand. Cat, are you done?
I dang old did it all. Dang old dimmy dome did it all. Worked real hard on the first round.
This might be worth it, I think. I think I will also go there, pay the coin, but I'm going to get the clean ledger.
Yep, which is going to give
Which
you
is
a
give me
coin.
the coin right back, and then at start of each generation, I'll get 2 money.
So.
Wow. Alright, Scenic Overlook. Once per generation as a free action, record knowledge. Paying all normal costs.
Yeah, but that's still a good one.
Yeah. Costs 4 money.
Yep.
Okay, is that everyone?
I believe so.
Well done. Okay, so second round event. As tensions rise and accusations increase in their frequency, the angry mob will need to be appeased with sexual favors. Okay, perform all end of round actions. So servants on the insanity track go away.
Yep.
Everyone else comes back.
Thanks.
Okay, return all your pieces. Pass start player clockwise. There you go. And discard these 2. So the secret entrance and the Zoo of Curiosities is gone. Cat, will you...
Flip them and
Yep.
zip them.
The Modern Art Gallery, after completing an A or B experiment, regain 1 sanity.
After completing an A or B experiment, you can see your way out of here.
Alright, and then perform start of round, so 3 money. 3 money.
Yep.
Free monies. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Draw a card. So,
I will take an A. Thank you.
will you hand me... Never mind, I got it.
You had me a
Go after a
slippery
B.
dippery.
Okay.
Alright. We ready to start then?
Yes.
Nope.
Just making sure if it reads or not.
Yep.
Okay, so John's journal. This is you. It is nearing midnight now, and I struggle to find my words. Is this remorse I feel or elation? Even as I was swept into the midst of the frightening crowd, watching the flames swirl upwards, I was spellbound by their savagery. I could not imagine that this paranoia would be exercised so bluntly. It began over supper with my siblings. The blacksmith, accused of practicing witchcraft, was carried past our brazier to the steps of Town Hall. He wailed and protested his innocence, and when allowed use of his hands, he immediately accused Henriette, the town butcher, of beguiling him. Within moments, he dramatically convulsed and acted as if under a trance when she decried his accusation. As we investigated the commotion that had erupted our desert course more closely, the blacksmith's eyes blazed with fiery determination. He pled with us specifically. He would offer us his services, whatever we needed to spare his life. The butcher was pressed to the steps of Town Hall, silent, innocent as she approached, and forlorn. We knew that Henriette would offer the same deal. There was no way to slake the public's thirst for catharsis without bloodshed. Tonight, a witch was burned. Special event!
Which witch?
Each player takes a voting token into their fist and secretly chooses a side. When all players have chosen, simultaneously reveal your votes. Yay, vote to kill the blacksmith. Nay, vote to kill the butcher. Then we tally the vote. Ties are broken by the player who went last this round. So me?
Yep.
Okay.
You'll be going last.
All at once?
Yep.
Oh, actually, sorry. Click to start the vote.
Oh, wait,
'cause
hang on.
it counts us out. Hurry up, Kat. You got 3 seconds.
No, it just
I'm starting.
It wasn't going to reveal on the right side.
3, 2, 1. Boom.
I hate both of you.
So we killed the butcher?
Yep.
Wow.
Vote to kill the butcher. The blacksmith laughed and shook each of our hands with a knowing wink. Got her. Fuck her, right? He will offer a deep discount on his services in the future, no questions asked. What an especially eventful dinner party! Note to self, retrieve the recipe for the apricot glaze from tonight's menu. Okay, each player who voted yay quickly rummages through the butcher's stand during the chaos, and you gain 1 animal.
I guess I'll steal from him.
But she's not gonna need it.
I'm not gonna save him. I got a deer!
Alright, turn to page 2. 2.
I'm just stealthily carrying a deer over my shoulders. No,
Yeah, totally. We're totally fine. Alright. Look what you did, Kat. You let her burn to death. Alright, so paranoia. By visiting the town hall, you may speak with the people and convince them that everyone else is a danger. When you visit town hall, gain 1 victory point, move all other players 1 step to the right on the creepy track.
Yep.
What the fuck?
And then the rest are the same.
Have you seen John over there?
So,
What a
I'm going to go here. I want the Scenic Overlook, I believe.
For 4?
Yeah. So that's the one that once per generation I can do a
Record knowledge.
record knowledge for free. So for 4 coins, that's a beautiful one.
Nice. So that will come down.
So what is it? The town hall where I can accuse people?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent to
can.
know. Good to know. Good to know. Good. What do we got over here? That's we're gonna get one. Yeah, I'm gonna be paying some money to do that action, and I'll also be getting the hounds. 2 total, right?
You can
Yep.
do 2 total.
Okay. Well, 2 monies total is what I meant.
But
you can do it
You
twice.
sent yourself.
Yeah. Oh, so it didn't cost.
So it didn't cost
It
1
didn't cost you a
extra.
coin to go there, but so you can buy 2.
Well, this might be coming back to you. Because definitely the hounds, that one, oh, sorry, no, I was right. Keep that because it cost me a money to put it there.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, I was right in a roundabout
And then the
way.
master bedroom, permanent creep, and insanity. Your spouse can take estate actions like a caretaker. Sanity does not cause them to leave.
Right, so when you go up on the sanity track, they'll never leave for you. It's not a bad one.
Fuck! Okay, I can't get...
You can get it.
Well, I can afford it, but I can't afford to put it down.
Yeah, it costs 4, you have 5, and it
Oh,
costs
no,
1
no, no,
extra.
I'm sorry, you guys were talking about that. I was looking at the one right below it, which
permanent
is the
study.
permanent, yeah. But, oh well, that's okay. And that one is good enough to get, so yes, I will.
Master bedroom?
Yeah. Because I was just thinking how
She doesn't get the creep and insanity immediately.
Immediately
She does. Okay.
does, yep. So,
Yeah, because my icky spouse...
You're black, and then you will get a compulsion.
That's great, I
Sorry.
hope it's...
Alright, oh. Oh, more hounds. Alright, I'm gonna send a servant to do some estate affairs, and I'm gonna gain money.
I'll show off what I'm here.
I'm going to send my spouse to go grab a bottle.
To the park?
Go grab a bottle, why don't you?
Yeah, you lush.
Alright, and then I'm going to send my spouse, my handsome spouse that I hit.
That I love. That I hit him. I flipped it on him.
I flipped it on him. I am going to not do anything creepy. Certainly not me.
Certainly not kiss a man.
I'm gonna take some gears, baby. And also, I completed a compulsion.
Oh, so you were blaming us for killing the butcher, but you're not complaining now that the blacksmith is a little more helpful?
Listen, my husband was an avid supporter.
Of the butcher, yes, because you're sleeping with her. Yeah, but I'm sleeping with the blacksmith, so win-win.
And my husband likes to watch. It's weird. It's my
He cries a lot.
I hate him.
But he has the money, so...
No, I have the money. I'm just, like I said, I
No,
hit.
we are scientists.
I hit.
We don't have money.
Listen, we're...
Right.
Well, this is back when scientists could be rich.
No.
We invent our own money.
All scientists are poor in this time.
Must send spouse to town to collect any resource. Give me a victory
Deers
point.
aren't a resource. Okay. What?
Nosebleed. Would you stop pestering me with your endless displays of affection and loyalty? Here, money. Leave me to my work. I said, go.
Here,
get it.
money?
Here's
Oh,
money.
I thought you just called him money.
That's like when you want to play video games upstairs and you're like, you want to make a Sonic run.
yeah, go get me a drink.
I do want to make a Sonic run.
Servant, I mean, spouse.
Honey? Dearest?
You can go. I just went back and did more state affairs.
I'm doing
That's what
sorry, not recording. Not perform an experiment. Spending my rat in a bottle to get 2 blues and a green and go up 3 victory points.
Okay, Kat, your turn.
It is my turn. Igor's gonna go down to the lab, and we're gonna invent something.
Down to the old lab?
Down to the old lab. I'm gonna take the deer I stole. A gear.
You like the butcher's kids, right? You're just like, no, it's mine! Give it to me!
But wait, I have nothing to eat, ma'am! What did I just say?
Wait, we're cooking your mom. Go over there and eat her.
Don't talk to me like that, you orphan.
What are you spending?
I
can't.
What? I don't want you to. And I made mobility enhancement devices. Stilts for horses! Genius. Which is why I kept my horse.
Oh, that's funny. 3 points?
Yep, please. And 2 macabre squares. And an insanity.
Okay, so you'll get another compulsion.
Ooh, we're going real
And,
soon.
oh, Kat hits the creepy factor, because she hits 3rd.
What?
Yeah, you gained an insanity from that.
How'd I hit it?
Because the creep...
Oh.
The creep...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was all the way down there.
Come on, I'm not fucking insane.
Well,
you are!
You are. I'm not in.
What the hell are you doing, Zach? You're boring. You're sane and level-headed. What have you even contributed?
Hey, then let me do my...
Effects of poisonous plant life and D-cell batteries.
Yeah, I made sterilization. And I can train animals.
Okay.
And I yell at dead bodies.
Very clean.
You see, to do teleportation, you have to have adequate power.
That's fair. That is fair.
Listen, when you're building a time machine, there's
But by the time you even complete that, you're probably going to need
Can I have my
immortality.
story?
That's what the poisonous plants are to remove.
Creepy. All right. Lilith. I decided to ask about more pressing matters in several behavior complaints logged by citizens at the local town hall. However, as I was about to make my inquiry, a black carriage rode by, and both passenger and driver alike made stern looks in our direction.
Not the stern looks.
It appeared this treatment was enough for my companion to throw down their handkerchief and look towards the sky with menace. How dare they turn their sullen glances towards me! I'll show them! I'll show them all! The regal entrepreneur then let out a hearty laugh, which both confused and delighted passerbys. I decided to assume this was a cue to postpone any further interview when the laughter continued for several minutes unabated. Yep, that was an excerpt from the Suffering Gazette. Okay. Gain 1 victory point.
Cool.
And yeah, you already removed it.
It's always a victory point for the creepy kids.
Okay, my turn.
I believe so.
Okay.
The creepy kid.
Send my spouse there. I'm gonna pay 1 and then 5 to get the private study.
Yep.
Fair enough.
And push down.
Yep. And another private study.
Nice. All right.
I need more money.
So,
Oh shit!
my once per generation, I'm going to spend these 2 blue cubes to do this, which will give me a storybook event.
Is it the first one? I think I did. Oh yeah, this is level 2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. John. Newsprint. Yesterday evening, a local aristocrat and inventor received the first annual Achievement Award in Science for their distinguished work. The award was presented during a ceremony on their newly renovated grounds, which overlooked the village of Suffering. Upon accepting the award for the University of Iazi,
Sure.
it's the S and there's like a little S underneath it. The fellow made the remarks. I want to advance science at all costs. No mountain is too high. No religious or ethical boundary too compelling. My important work will usher in a new age. The age of science! You lose 15 victory points. No, you gain. Yeah, awesome.
Gain 15 victory points. Yeah.
Yeah,
baby.
cool. Yep.
Yep. All right. Then for my actual action, I am going to perform an experiment of big red flashing meter. An absolutely necessity in a proper laboratory.
That's true.
So 2 gears,
How else are you
a
going to
yellow and a yellow. For 4 victory points, I get a gear, and I go up a creepy with my nice big flashing red light.
There you go.
Something's going on in there. Something.
Have you seen the one where the guy had like that massive light bulb, and he had like so much power to it, and it just like... It's like the as bright as the sun in his
yard?
No, it was in his bedroom. He had like a power watch they had to like crank up. It was wild. Kat, your turn.
People. Oh, I'm done.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna send myself to record knowledge, and I'm gonna spend 3.
So you can only do it once, even with yourself.
Really?
Yep. All state actions are
Yeah.
only one time.
Oh, you're
I
right.
remember I kept trying to do that, and you were like, "Stop," and I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
I'll go
that's
up.
good.
Aw.
Yeah, that actually means you can't.
Okay, go back to you.
Yep, so I'm going to record knowledge of the screen cube.
Yeah, a bunch of smarty pants up here.
and move that one up.
Okay. Well, then I'll send myself to the blacksmith and get 4 gears.
And exchange coins.
We're going to lose all 4 of those gears.
Oh, it is the... Oh, you're right. We are in late.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm not saying don't do that, but...
But, like, don't do it if you know what's good
But,
for you.
yeah, I forgot it was
I don't know why I thought we were still in the middle.
But it's because I didn't move it.
Oh, fair enough.
Alright, so then I will go there. Oh, that's
Do we get...
gone.
Yep.
Fuck, I
Yeah.
didn't get to record any knowledge. What?
Give me that storybook, because he made it to the,
Yep, so nobody else got to
Yeah.
do the story.
Okay.
I
I
pass.
think you're done. Cat's done. I am also done, so... Okay, perform any end-of-round actions. So, servants on the insanity track get lost. That's no one. Everyone comes back. Doesn't matter, just so keep your spouse,
Yep.
your caretaker, and...
These 2 are gone.
So, same, yep.
Yeah, I just don't want to get attached to other people.
I think that's pretty much it. So then, confirm. That's end of round. Okay, remove all player pieces from the born form end of generation. Return any unused story things. So the only we didn't get was the 3rd level of insanity. Okay, so keep 1 incomplete experiment in hand.
So I really want to keep this one because it's too freaking cool. It's the mistake.
Oh,
Unkillable
she made that
creature.
one, yeah.
Oh, yeah, good God.
I think I'm actually gonna
But-
get that. I'm gonna keep that one and aim for that, and then these 2
It's not
bees.
the smart move.
But that's not the smart move. That's not what God's telling you to do.
We need to complete. We get to hold on, so I'm gonna hold on to my sterilization. I think that's worthy.
think-
We get to hold on to one or
One,
both?
one,
1.
and then the rest get discarded. Those are 2 A's
I'm gonna
Got
keep
3
it.
A's to discard and 1 C.
and 1 C.
I'm keeping my B.
You didn't keep the mistake.
I didn't. It,
Oh, cat. Oh,
it looked cool to have, but
will you hand that to me then?
from a game standpoint, that's not the right decision to
I
make.
know.
Way to not play thematically, I
At a
guess.
certain point,
This one's more thematic to what my goal
Oh,
of
you're right.
this is for.
Oh, that one.
mine is too.
We also gotta get rid of all our gears and animals and
Yep.
coins and.
Here's some gears for you.
Okay.
Here's some animals.
Okay.
A coffin. I don't want to give you all my stuff. Do I keep this bad boy?
You only had 1.
Well, I had one, finish it, and I got 1.
Okay.
Yes. So you keep. No, it goes away.
No, it goes away.
Yep.
If you had 2, you would have gotten a maladjustment, but you only had the 1.
Oh boy! I came close to being a fucked up
Discard
kid.
all resources. Reset all creepy insanity markers.
Ooh, I got a B.
Okay.
And first player should change over to.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the cat. That was the end of round. Okay. Collected letters from Stoker Victoria. My dear John II. With your return from university imminent, I thought it best to relate to you the state of affairs and suffering. For a few years, I watched as the village's hostilities softened and the peasantry returned to their quaint ways of living, but before long, old rumors of pagan worship and occult manipulations resurfaced. The village has become united in the opinion that the public execution of the humble butcher was a false spectacle, and that insidious characters still lurk within the town limits. Unfortunately, the town became further incensed in search for an alternative solution.
I became incest?
I hope you will forgive the direct manner in which this
Well.
letter was received. Due to recent events, I no longer
This is from
entrust
you.
my correspondence to postal carriers and prefer to hire discreet private couriers. This message is meant for your eyes only, and I will not allow those who so blatantly scheme against me an opportunity to uncover my motives. This town
100%
has
same.
gone mad. I have only just been situated these past few months with my spouse and close servants, and scarcely familiarized myself with the thatched roofs and bucolic scenery, yet already I have seen the fires blaze at night, the screams of the damned, and the gibbet creaking under the weight of swinging bodies.
You're just like, all snuggling up.
The mob comes with torches in the evening and rips the accursed from their residences. It appears that my parents' warnings proved true. The occult hysteria that they endured has returned in earnest. I fear that I may be next. Even my own cousins have begun to eye me like mongrel dogs yearning for scraps. In their jealous mania, they wish to uncover my secrets and claim them for their own. I can see how they desire to place the blame upon me, to distract me from completing my family's important scientific work. It would break my heart to see ill come to them, yet if they continue in their provocations, I will not hesitate to unleash the fires of hell upon them. But I am secure in my ambitions. I have uncovered my true purpose. I will not succumb to fear. My secret work consumes my waking hours, and I will stop at nothing to see it come to fruition.
Well adjusted.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
I'm good.
Letter from Lilith. Despite the gloom and hysterical accusations, I have noticed a growing movement for a return to stability and to celebrate what makes the town of Suffering unique. Though I am sure these dim souls haven't quite determined what makes that means exactly, they are raising funds for the vague plans of a memorial, doomed to failure most likely. However, if having my initials inscribed onto a brick could somehow chase away the rabble from my doorstep, I may reluctantly oblige.
And what you need to do is buy all the bricks. Really support it.
So during this generation, players may visit the town hall to continue to purchase a commemorative brick for the new memorial. The cost is $2, or placing a servant in the lost. Bricks are placed near the player's estate. Each memorial brick is worth 2 victory points upon purchase. At the end of the generation, the player who has the most bricks receives the key to the city upgrade. Ties are broken by the player with the fewest victory points. So,
cool.
Let's all make a pact right now that we will.
Yeah, let's not buy a single brick.
I am buying a brick.
A
brick is going into my house.
I'll buy a brick and hit you with my brick. Because you bought a brick.
Yeah, let's just kill you with bricks.
That's how
I assume the book's actually going to change, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Good call.
Correspondence, John. The relapse of paranoid delusions in the rural populace has made life particularly anxious for those who express a scientific aptitude. However, considering that the region's continued hysteria keeps most inhabitants locked within their ashen homes at night, fearful of every shadow that flits across the windowsill, I am reasonably sure that my new obsessions will blend into the macabre scenery unnoticed. Retrieve the obsession cards. So there are 18 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep. Okay. Still you? My thirst for knowledge is unquenchable. Each evening I search through ancient tomes and scholarly texts, scouring every printed word and mathematical formula as if it were the last I will ever read. Okay, you gain the foreknowledge obsession. Read it, please.
I make frequent excursions into the nearby countryside, scouring the markets and traveling caravans for ancient trinkets and tomes. Unlike my closed Mayan colleagues, I'm resolved to exhaust every avenue of research available to me, no matter what the source, no matter what the cost. State affairs, gain an occult knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
When you do the estate affairs action, you gain it. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright. This is Journal of Lilith. I am surrounded by simple-minded human filth. How dare they look at such an affluent individual with judgment in their eyes? How dare they interfere with an aristocrat's greatest, most valuable work? Oh, they will pay for their insolence.
Fair enough.
You gain the For Revenge.
Oh. For Revenge!
I will cut their kids' faces. Oh,
what the fuck? Oh my god.
Lilith, Jesus Christ.
My, flavor text. It burned in my chest, this great beating thing that surges boiling blood into every vein of my being. My father's work was important, and all the naysayers would soon pay for their slanderous murmurings. They will quiver in fear at the true power of the scientific method. Town hall, I gain a body.
Oh.
So-
Oh my god, you kill someone? The town?
No, I just gain a body.
It's just, I guess it doesn't say dead body.
Question it how.
Yeah, we'd like to keep living. Alright.
Do I need to read my obsession deepens?
Nah. I guess you can, but there's not really a whole
You
lot.
can't stop someone
Yeah,
from
I
doing
mean,
it.
well, some... You could, like, because probably the one I'm gonna get,
Okay.
But so, my lust for fame knows no boundaries, whether fulfilled through ethical means or the mark of infamy. I was born with a yearning to be known both far and wide for my scientific exploits. These narcissistic thoughts plague my waking hours and infect my dreams.
But I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the for fame obsession.
Yep.
So, I could not combat this delirious quest for renown. Each day when I awoke, I envisioned my meticulous workings stunning the scientific community. I practiced imaginary speeches in front of my bedroom mirror, naked, holding my penis like a microphone.
Putting little rose stems up my wiener.
Putting a bunch of needles in my sphincter. My mentor, Albert
Fish.
Fish, who I will be giving immortality to.
Gave me little taps on my bum.
Knowing that the eyes of the world would soon be upon me. Definitely now, when I perform a B-level experiment, I gain a money.
Nice.
So just to pause, you were actually supposed to keep 2 of your resources for the next round. As your
Fine.
knowledge, or whatever it was. That's the thing, I just don't know what you had.
What do you need?
I think I just had this.
Okay. Because you would have gone and keep 2 of them. Did you have
What do
any
you mean?
knowledge cubes?
I don't think they're resources.
Oh, yeah. You get to store 2 extra resources between generations.
Yeah. So the blacksmith wouldn't have been a dumb idea. Well, I wouldn't have been there, actually, so it
Yeah,
it
he
didn't
would have
matter.
been there.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is why it can, like,
Yeah.
you could top is I have to have the most victory points at the end of this generation.
I
So-
forgot. I do remember one the last time I played this scenario, I had to have the most estates.
So someone could theoretically try and combat that.
Right.
I don't see that really being worth. I mean, victory points is the ultimate goal. So,
Right.
yeah. So you have a new special ability in the white diamond, and then the obsession deepens is kind of like your generational goal. But depending on whether you complete or do not complete your obsession, you will be given a continuing obsession in the next generation, more
Right.
evil or more good. Carefully pick up the storybook device and hand it to the player with the least victory points, which is Cat.
Damn it.
You get a secret.
Right? Yeah.
Well, last time I did this, it didn't even get revealed.
Well,
Okay, once you're ready, click
Well,
the reveal.
you just tell everybody at the end of the game anyway.
no, I didn't want to know. I think I know what she's talking about, but I just didn't. I was like, oh, well, we'll just have to see next time.
Click here to reveal your... Okay. I was like, hello?
I mean, the tablet's smart. It's just not that smart.
Know what I
You should
need.
just know. Can't read it out loud.
It's a not to.
Do it anyway.
Okay.
Voice to text. Text to voice.
I'm like, oh. Sorry, how do I shut it off?
How many? Oh, you guys wanted victory points? Lose all victory points. Give it to me.
Okay, I think I give it back to you now. I just frisbee this at you.
Alright, so place
Story
yep,
token.
on 35.
Because we're all so close to it.
We could be by the end of this round.
That is very true.
You mean generation?
Generation.
almost- we
well,
almost
no, I mean by end of this round for me.
Really?
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
I'm like, oh damn. Oh, I don't think
no.
I
I'm
have one experiment.
I'm like, I don't know what he's gonna figure out. You're gonna get more.
like, I've
you
got
like
it.
stack the cards so you know.
Listen to me, I've got it.
Alright, Lilith's journal. The townsfolk grow agitated by my presence, claiming that my family carries a curse and only tragedy befalls those who align themselves
And then
with us.
I'm born of Satan.
Well, it's the eyes. You have goat eyes. After the untimely death, one of them looks a little off.
Well, they're goat's eyes, so they both look a little off.
After the untimely death of several of my cousin's mutual business partners and the appearance of blood pentagrams at various locations within town, even I began to find it suspicious. Was it a supernatural manifestation, a dark power willed to one of us, or mere happenstance? Who also could not overlook the possibility of the butcher's apprentice perhaps enacting a misguided sort of vengeance with the entire affair. I had noticed them skulking about during my early visits to town, and the events of decades past clearly weighed heavily upon them. While the townspeople squabbled over superstition, we, intellectuals, decided to put the scientific method to good use in order to determine which of us had become cursed. One of the players may be cursed. To test the theory and attempt to discover the affected individual, my cousins and I have decided to hex a building in town. If the building we marked in our mind truly became dangerous, we would repeat the process to conclude who is the cursed cousin, or if the butcher's apprentice is simply attempting to deepen the paranoia within suffering with their actions. How droll! Turn to page 12 of the Village Chronicles.
Just like how their method is, hey, someone might be cursed. Better hex a building about it.
Well, it's actually a brilliant mentality. It's kind of like, hey, I'm going to drown you. If you survive, you're a witch, and if you don't, then you weren't.
Then you're...
So you're just fucked either way.
Well, no, because if you drown, you go to heaven.
Sure! I mean, you'd hope.
Prove
if
it.
you were murdered.
Prove that I'm not going to heaven.
You know, fair enough. I can't prove that.
Yeah, because I'm not going to get too offensive.
I'm just gonna...
The shit they did during the...
It was cool! Everyone was cool.
Listen, to be a kid and just be like, she's a witch.
Hmm.
I saw her sneaking around with...
Okay. Carefully pick up the swordbook device and hand it to John!
John Jacob?
Oh, okay. So, what are all these buildings? Because we got the church, the traveling caravan.
So the
labor
church
union.
reduces creepy, and it has a story event. What was this? The traveling caravan is too creepy, but you get an occult. And then, what was the other one?
Labor union.
Labor's union, just, that stays the same.
Yep.
Too creepy. Don't remember it's PP.
I was telling him about that. Because he has a bunch of glitter that he's gonna let me,
Oh, yeah.
fill. You should have brought those and I just make this wicked mess while I'm trying to play.
It has a little spoon for you to
Oh,
do.
okay, there we go.
And you're still just like... You're just like...
Yeah, because I have quite a bit of mica powder, so you need
Oh, that's for
hot
snorting.
glue or
We got hot
the
glue.
sanitizing gel works pretty well.
What's sanitizer?
For what?
Gel? Hand
You fill-
sanitizer?
Oh,
Hand
fill
san-
this and then glue the cork in.
Well, and then mix it with the mica powder so it stays floating,
Oh.
suspended.
Oh.
No, you pour wax over the top. That way you,
You do.
seal it.
I also have wax.
Oh, wow.
And if it breaks, if the
I
wax...
just feel horribly this thing's all gunked with wax.
When I DM, I go the extra
go extra mile.
He makes you take real life damage. He beats the fucking shit out of you.
whip.
Yeah, when times...
That's for slashing damage. I got a hammer. I got a holy hammer.
On the table!
Fucking stab.
Sit down!
I won't play it anymore.
Why do I get to pick?
I don't know.
You pick
Probably
one
the same
for
buildings. It might be different. I don't know. I just realized a lot of the journal entries has been you guys.
Yeah.
This guy's name is Bobby.
Bobby.
Thank you.
You could have picked for him.
I almost did.
That would have been very annoying.
Well,
And hilarious.
I would have been like, wow, we did the same thing. What if we all do the same thing? I mean, we did.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Retrieve the witch's hex token placed on the laborers union. This location is hexed and cannot be visited by any player this round.
Wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Alright, retrieve the memorial bricks and the key to the city vanity upgrades. Key to the city! Vanity
You got
upgrades!
it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yep, for 3 players you only need 1 key to the city. Alright! Right there. Place the suspicion marker on space 7. I think it's already there. And once. Then, since it's a 3-player game, pass the starting player marker clockwise 1 additional time.
Oh,
So-
frick.
Starts with me.
So we gotta do Star Generation.
Yep, give me a sec. Oh yeah, we're already here.
So if you just hand me my 2 people. Thank you. And then we get
2 people from the
1 from here and 1 from my
Yeah.
building.
I get a resource.
We get all 3 cards first though.
Yeah.
Oh, never
Because that might help you choose
That's
what resource
true.
you want.
I was like kind of in the dark.
So there's that. Then here is you, Zach.
I'm just gonna really lean into the crazy.
Go for it.
Yep. That definitely helped me choose which one I want.
Okay. Yeah, and then start of generation, I get 2 money. Oh, 1, 2. I think that's the only start generation stuff. Oh, and a resource of my of my choice.
Yeah.
Start of round. We'll get 3 coins.
Pretty sexy, baby. Can you hand me a body, please? And then
You get 5 coins, right?
Oh, this is our.
well, I got my 2, so I'll just take the 3. But yes.
And then you'll get to choose 1 card.
Yeah, because it's sort of run. Did you give Kat her money?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get to choose a card?
Well, we
No,
all
he's talking
do.
to me. Yeah, we're on.
I get to choose a resource. Can
What
you
resource?
give me a vial? A vial of glitter. Glitter vial.
It's pretty good. I'm gonna go
Wow.
ahead. And,
I also gain an additional
2 coins.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you and I will start with 5.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. I'm actually gonna grab.
Just gonna do a dang old grab. Just gonna do a silly goofy grab. Speaking of the grabber,
I'll pick an A as well.
heard about all those missing kids?
Okay. So let's go ahead and yeah. That's pretty interesting. Okay. I'm actually gonna go down here and get a money.
Okay.
Your turn.
I am going to go.
Oh, so for the record, the town. Where was it? When you visit the church, click there. Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
I thought it was going to tell us more.
Hey, when you visit the church,
Click it.
why don't you fucking,
Okay.
Click the physical church.
fucking punk?
Yeah. Think through.
So when do you think we'll like move on from app assisted, and then you just start putting actual tablets?
10 years.
My father's work is it's a $400 game, and you just put the tablet and it does everything for you.
It's
All
not even a
right.
great
So I'm
And it
going
comes
to
with
do
controllers.
light magnification to examine the theory of luminescence. Ether, I shine concentrated light into a volunteer's eye.
Okay.
So,
It was great until it wasn't.
Well, he said he was a volunteer,
Well,
so
unpaid.
volunteer.
Unpaid.
what do you think volunteers are?
yeah.
Well,
Think I'm
there
being
are paid volunteers.
There are paid
Those
stuff.
are employees.
Just not
No,
constant.
you get paid to go do experiments.
Contract
Yeah.
employees. That's why you signed that paperwork
No,
at the
because
beginning.
like in news clips, it's like, hey, $20 to be injected with this vial of strange fluids.
What
you
is
sign
it?
a contract.
What are you putting into me?
Someone's
Stuff.
blood.
Stuff.
What?
Someone's blood?
Yeah.
Yeah, we think they had HIV, but we're not positive.
We're gonna see how well you do.
Pops.
I think I'm gonna die.
Well,
Oh, well.
you'll be remembered.
Prove us wrong, too.
Yeah. Buckle up.
Buttercup. Because, death awaits. I will be sending little old me down to the park.
Okay.
Because I'm just a little lady taking a stroll. I need 2 vials. Thank you very much. Just doing park things, just picking up glass, just recycling.
My turn.
Yep.
Hey, spouse, go there, and I'm gonna spend all my money and get a second private. You can't have 2 of the same ones.
Right.
Really?
Ooh.
3.
Oh, I guess I'll just have to
Plus, you would need an extra coin anyway.
I have 6. It costs 5 and then the 1, so I have 6 money because I got 2, 3 from the round, and I went here to get it.
Oh, you get the one. Yeah.
prove it.
And I specifically went there to get it because I was like, oh man, that's gonna be super good. I'm a fucking idiot. Chemical. Gain 1. What the hell's a chemical? Oh, that's what the park stuff is.
Yeah.
Distillery could do. Haha.
Pick one or don't go there.
No, I'm not gonna go there. Just because I don't want to. I don't like those. Okay.
That's fair. Go get a brick.
So instead, I will perform an experiment, and I will figure out the magical properties of hair, which will give me an insanity.
What properties does hair have?
Hair follicles of my enemy placed into boiling water. Perhaps dark powers will emerge as solution reduces. Give me. This is where you move me up 1 point.
Yep.
Oh, and that costs a body. I'm actually going to do this right now.
Didn't do it.
Maybe not. But, well, it might be worth it. Might not be worth it. I don't know. Okay, go ahead and go.
Okay, I am first for my free action. I'm going to use this to go up another yellow, and then which actually
Did you only pay the one?
Pay two
Oh,
yellows.
you did pay two. Okay.
Yep, this one gave me 2 yellows.
Ah.
So I am going to swap out these 2 experiments. I would like 2 A's instead. So to ASE, I'm going to take 2 A's. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then as an action, I am going to send this person to the apprentice butcher shop and get my goat. I got the goats.
You did it.
Jeffrey. I'm gonna send my stupid fucking spouse down to the basement.
You need 2 to go to an experiment.
Oh. Even if he's allowed down there?
Yeah. Well, no, sorry, because you have the bedroom. Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah. He gets to sleep with me, and in return, I make him do my experiments. He does my bidding. So my dumb husband is going to go down there, and he's going to make an explosive assessment. It will cost me 2 vials of mystery liquid. Mixed volatile chemicals to determine what safety equipment might be needed. He is missing 2 fingers and an eye.
Which 2 fingers, though?
The ones that make a hilarious symbol.
Like that?
Yes. Yeah.
This one, the shocker.
Yeah, so he's missing his ring finger and his thumb.
I see why you keep him around.
That's why we sleep in the same bedroom
Right,
now.
with the-
It was all a ploy. I get.
Oh, hello.
I get 3 blues.
Oh.
3 bloobs.
How many points?
2. We're such an experimentary group.
Okay. Well, since I have all this fucking money, might as well do something about it.
Pretty much.
Pay 2 and get a brick, which will be 2 points, please. Yay.
Points, please.
Okay.
I'm a little point.
I'm a little point slut.
I'm also going to
do
perform
anything
an
for
experiment.
Incredible.
I'm going to sell my goat for soul.
I don't think you sell it.
Oh, yeah, you kill it.
Yeah, yeah.
For soul.
You wear it.
Oh.
And, okay, so this is small animal viscosity. The soul of a source's essence must reside somewhere in the living being. I am sure I will find it.
That
Oh, yeah,
sounds
through the
like
goat.
something an
100%.
insane person would say. That's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna send Igor, disguised as my husband, to buy a brick.
Yeah, pay 1.
Yeah. And
2
and then
more.
2.
2 more for the brick. Here's 3.
And you got 2 points.
And give me my brick. Oh, fucking... It's gonna be my new door stopper. That's how little respect I have for it.
Oh. Well, fair enough.
When I carve my name, I'm
I
gonna
have
carve...
to pass.
Okay.
Ah. He doesn't.
Nope, I'm going to record knowledge.
Fuck, I forgot to do I just need to go buy people. But when I carve my name on my brick, instead of my initials, I'm also gonna carve a weenie.
It's just like super detailed.
Yeah, my initials, I'm just like...
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
trade this
whatever.
B for another A, please. Thank you. Perfection.
Did you find the soul?
I think it's still you.
Nope,
Yep,
just
we're both-
me.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
All my people are slowly dying.
We'll then. Honestly, I think I'm going to go down here to the State Affairs for a coin and a cult cube.
Oh yeah. How are you getting the occult? Oh yeah, that's right. We need to do a state affairs.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
Nice.
it for me.
Okay. So let me scroll all the way
Did
down.
I go to the town hall?
Yes.
Do I gain a body?
Yes.
Okay, give me a body.
Yep. Everything.
I just dragged someone home with me. Like,
Hey Lilith!
With that brick she got.
This will be a nice addition to my wall.
hey, if I hit this with you, you tell me.
Will you tell me how bad it hurts?
Okay, you're dead.
Well, that's inconclusive. Okay. So get our people back.
I lose this one. And this one goes back.
Return all place. Pass the start player. Well, bam. Discard bottom 2 upgrades. I'm so mad that I immediately remembered as soon as I went to go buy that
You
you can't have this. You can't have the same one. Clean ledger, which makes sense because that'd be kind of broken to have 2 private studies and just have 2 free seeds.
Yeah.
Okay, so start of round actions. We are now in the middle.
3 coins for everybody.
Yep.
Just
Just hand me a 5, actually.
I won't.
That's a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And then we'll start with you on the card you want.
Honestly, I think I'm going to take another A.
You're really searching for something.
I'll take an A. Remember when I was searching for something? That was so well.
Those were the days.
Remember when I had a golden life?
Okay.
Alright, so confirm. Letter excerpt from John, as expected, and as I've relayed to you so amusingly in the past, the town is not seeing adequate support for their memorial. This time, however, I was distinctly amused to have my experimentations interrupted, just as I had secured a moment's peace. Only yesterday, well-dressed representatives from the local government, mind you, as well-dressed as a fop with a decades-old sense of fashion can be, visited the estate in person to ask for my assistance. When I pressed as to the actual purpose of our donations, they act as a parakeet with its cage door rattled, wildly gesticulating and talking vaguely about eliminating all possible superstition and influence from the town to make it prosperous again. Quite unlikely, I would say. My dealings with the local Romani merchants have made it clear that whatever the town's petty inclinations, the memorial will have a deep effect on their trade. The Romani do not wish to leave the region, but will do so if pressed. Special event! Each player is given an opportunity to purchase a memorial brick at the price of 1 to help boost our decision to aid the representative promise to spread word about our contribution. The Romani cannot offer much to sway our decisions, despite a promise to offer an attractive array of exotic goods to anyone who shows support for their continued inclusion by denying this vote. All players take all their money in their hand. If they wish to buy a brick, they secretly place 1 money into 1 closed fist and extend it to the center of the table. If they wish to abstain, they secretly extend an empty closed fist to the center of the table. When all players have decided, all players reveal their choices simultaneously. Click here to start the vote. Okay. Ooh, what are we gonna do? Okay, so start voting. 3, 2, 1. Bam.
Let's quest.
Okay.
Did we all do it?
No.
Oh, wow. I bought into capitalism today.
Count up the number of players who placed money into their hand. If this number is more than the number of players who abstained, we chose strength, which we did. The effect of our decision was not immediately apparent, but I could discern that the townspeople were grateful for the support from the aristocracy. In the coming weeks, the traveling caravans kept their distance, unsure of the new direction the town had taken. However, on the occasions that I frequented their motley convoy, they pledged to return again at a later date and reward the members of our family with weaker hearts. Aww. So all players with money in their hand must pay to the supply to gain a memorial brick. They gain 2 victory points.
No, it's fair. Wait, give me a... What? Brick. I'm all bricked up.
And then the market, I think that's going to go to you. Any player who did not spend 1 for brick gains 1 occult knowledge. And a market token. For the remainder of the game, at the end of each round, there is a chance that the Romani will visit the town and offer goods to you.
Okay.
They will slap.
Carefully pick up the storybook and hand it to John.
Are we the bad people?
No, not at all. We support the town. He's the bad one. Over there staying in his...
Or they're supporting minorities.
Gross.
Lilith?
Oh, shit. Oh!
Do 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 do.
Hey, Bobby. Hey, I'm Bobby. It's me, Bobber.
Do do do.
Lie, lie, do.
Okay, this is going to the park.
Interesting.
Okay.
I wish it wouldn't.
All right. You start.
Yep.
And that just means we
You just can't go to the
there.
park.
Yeah.
Yuck. Yuck. I'm gonna record knowledge this time, guys.
Okay. I am going to go here. I'm going to spend 6 for the formaldehyde. So I got 1 on the creepy.
Yeah, hold one additional complete experiment between generations. That's pretty dope.
Yep.
Dungeon. All experiments require 1 less body.
Cool.
My turn.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna send my creepy little man to find me a creepy little animal.
Here you go.
Fuck yeah, wolves are so creepy. Alright, that was it.
Go to the town hall, spend 4 money, and get 2 bricks.
Wow, I see.
give me 4 points.
Okay.
What are you trying to get the key to
I
the city?
am going to go to... what is that? Is that the blacksmith? No, foundry
It's
now?
now the foundry, yep.
So I get this and 2 gears.
Nice. I'm gonna send my ugly husband down to the basement and have him experiment on animals. You know, it's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do. Fuck. Snippy dippy. There you go. And we did initial animal trials. Gerbil did not survive initial acid test. Perhaps larger rodent will be more resistant to
Perhaps,
effects of
yes.
acid. One can never know until one does. Sociopath. Wonderful.
3 points.
Oh yes. Sorry, I'm not even in it for the points. I'm in it for the animals. 2 bleh and a green. Please. Thank you.
Oh boy, oh boy.
You think that that's how the first witch was found? That was just somebody goofing around, and they were like, and they're like, wow, that was satanic. I ever
Spend
saw
2. Get my peeps.
Yep. I'm going to perform an experiment. I'm going to do pressurized goggles. Studies the effect of vacuum cylinders on the eyeballs. For 3
You and eyes, man. You like blind you with it. What's?
Okay, now that we've put acid in your eyes, how about we... Oh no, shine
No,
light.
you have to
no.
shine the light. Now we'll see. Okay. Oh, vision's coming back. What if we try this?
You better suck those bad boys right out.
God, what's it? Man, I always forget the dude's name from Independence that would blind and deafen his victims. It was either
It's not
Independence,
from Independence,
Kansas City.
Kansas
Oh, I'm so
City.
fucking sorry, Kat.
It's different.
It's really not.
Dude, history.
They're both shitty.
History. Because if you say the
Okay,
right-
what's his name?
Robert. Bordella. I think it is Robert Bordella.
It's Bobby Bordella.
Okay, is that why you're Bobby? You fucking
Yeah, he's my
freak?
hero. I'm immortality.
It's
Yeah, that's what he's fucking doing with the eyes and shit. He's Bobby
Oh,
Bordelling his victims.
It's my turn. I am going to record knowledge.
Gonna record some knowledge?
Yes. Ooh, you know what? I think I'm gonna record. I'm gonna record a blue, baby. Now spend the blue to record it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know.
Thanks. What do you mean you don't know?
Okay, so I'm gonna go here, spend a coin to go there, which will get me a gear.
Yep.
And a servant. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I paid. I meant to put him back. Your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, Robert Bordello. He looks like a swell guy.
I'm going to go here. I'm going to do occult. So I'll gain a creepy. I am going to change this card out for a C, please.
Huh.
Thank you.
Your turn, Cat. Oh, you're done.
Nice. Way to rub it in.
I'm gonna go to the apprentice shop and get an animal. I will get this cute little fox.
Nothing bad will happen to it.
No, not at all.
It's definitely
Not even a little.
Mine.
Yep.
I would like to look at 3 C cards, please. Okay.
Mind if I go?
Nope, go for it.
Okay. I will perform an experiment. And we'll be using these 2 occult, which will boom boom. That will give me 2 compulsions, and we move me up on the creeper track by 1.
Yep.
Boom, boom, Gilbert.
And then spend my fox and a gear to do the camera obscura. Perhaps blood-stained silver emulsions would capture images of the souls of the recently deceased.
I think that's true.
That will give me 2 occult and 5 points. Will you move me up 5, please?
These C's go on the bottom of the deck.
Okay.
And Zach, you're lagging behind.
For what?
You said you were going to get to 35 in 1 round.
All right.
I think we do compulsion to deal with.
Okay. Oh, I completed the bee experiment, so that will give me a coin. All right. So I think we all have to pass.
Yep. So this servant will be lost.
Okay. None of mine will be lost.
None of mine. Will you throw me mine, guy? Thanks.
All right. So end of round. We're at the end of mid-year, so that's going to go to late. Okay. So we'll return all pieces. Start player clockwise and discard bottom 2 upgrades. Cat. And then start of year, so yeah, 3.
7 quarters in Science Overlook.
Yeah, there you go, Seth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I believe.
Anything else we need to do?
We did all that. Well, Cat needs to decide what card she wants.
I mean, app-wise, because we got.
Well, we have to perform the start of round for all late years.
Oh.
So, did you take your card?
Yep.
I'm gonna go with a B.
C, please.
C.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Correspondence, John. Word travels quickly in these parts, for as distant I am from the civilized world, I am equidistant from any meaningful activity to gossip about. While I'm sure you have heard of the recent family tragedy, I wanted you to read it from my own words. As cousins, we frequently sup together when time and weather allows, but woefully one occasion we chose a night where the wind howling remorselessly and set the locust trees to rapping against the estate windows. Upon this uneasy evening, we spied a green light beaming from the forest, and soon a throng of townspeople rallied around the exterior walls, waving torches and brandishing pitchforks. The townspeople blamed us for bringing the blight of witchcraft upon their town. Tonight, they demanded a sacrifice, and no amount of persuasion would slake their thirst for blood. As the hounds kept them at bay, we were forced to make a sanguine decision that would haunt us for the remainder of our days. All players must now accuse the player they believe is the witch hexing the village. The player with the most fingers pointed at them will be killed. The Butcher's Apprentice can also be chosen by pointing at the Village Chronicle. The Butcher's Apprentice will reveal their accusation after this initial vote concludes. The starting player will now count down from 3 to 0. On the count of 0, all players must simultaneously point a finger at the player they believe to be the witch. I don't know how we point, because you can also choose. Oh, we point there if we think it's a
pointing finger ready.
Okay, so keep those fingers pointed and click here. Okay, so
Count us down.
So yeah, you're a starting player.
Oh, we're counting down? Okay, alright. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you point. Is that at me or?
No.
Okay. So you point at Zach. Okay, so each player with a finger pointed at Bobby gains 3 victory points. Ha! None of you accused me.
I don't accuse Bobby's.
The Butcher's Apprentice points at Lilith. They claim to have seen their foul sneers from the darkness, orchestrating this entire farce. Include this accusation when tabulating the number of fingers pointed to the player. So click on the player below with the most fingers pointed at them, which is the Butcher's Apprentice.
Yeah, what a little fuck. Yeah, I take...
You should have accused me. My name's Bobby. Bordello.
No, well, I'm kind of accusing you of other things.
Alright, this is still from you. I can state with clear conscience that while the members of my family chose an innocent individual as the inevitable target of the mob's ire, it was certainly not our intention for them to receive such a swift and fiery punishment. Burning a witch at the stake in the 1800s? Why, the thought that I instead could have been the recipient of such barbarism causes me intestinal discomfort, so you can shit your pants right now.
Pretty much.
However, in the ensuing months, it became apparent that our sacrifice only obscured the real truth. Butcher's Apprentice was not the cursed one, and perhaps none of us truly were. The innocent Butcher's Apprentice curses us with their dying breath. Their pleas are enough to make the townsfolk suspicious. Move the mob marker 1 space to the left.
Oh, people will say anything.
Hey, diary entry! Me! My first entry.
I got away with it!
A brightly colored carriage arrived today. Its occupants quickly dislodged themselves, and through a series of minor alterations, the shutters of the wagon were opened to create an informal display counter with a fabric awning above. Against the monochrome and misty gray stone of the castle walls, the impromptu market looked positively alluring. In turn order, any player with the markets token may choose to purchase any number of goods at the traveling caravan. So this is going to be you. Yep. You can pay 1 to gain 1 ingredient or 1 knowledge of your choice.
I will pay 1 for an ingredient. I'm going to choose a body.
Okay.
So I can only do that once?
I think it said any number of times.
Oh. Then I'm definitely purchasing a gear. Let's see. Question is actually, how insane do I want to go? That is really honestly the question.
Pretty dim?
And I'm guessing the park is still cursed.
I assume so, unless it told us to remove it.
I didn't say get rid of it, so.
Okay, so boom, boom. Nope, that's good. Oh, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, so start with Cat.
Alright. I'm going to use my person. I'm gonna go get an animal.
Farmer's Apprentice.
Yes.
Alright, here's your goat.
Nice.
Your goat.
Hey, it's me. I get 2.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
And here's your, rat.
Yes! A fucking goat and a rat? Fuck you. Okay.
That is definitely doable. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
As a free action, I'm gonna move an unused servant token to the lost
Yeah, Brooke.
to gain a body.
Oh, yeah, bye.
Same thing.
Yep.
Oh, to complete the...
Yeah. Oh, tragedy. Oh, God, what have I done? And what a beautiful fresh corpse. That'll give me 1 point.
Okay.
And then, as my action,
Yep.
I'm going to go to the foundry and get them back.
Yep. Makes sense. Your favorite rocket ship?
Huh?
Your favorite rocket ship?
I don't get it. My favorite rocket
Is
ship.
that, Little Einsteins?
It is Little
Yeah, you gotta take a trip in your favorite rocket ship, bitch. I just know it from
Is that like a kid's show?
It is.
Why do you know that, you sicko?
Because I used to work at a daycare.
Alright, so I'm going
That
to
show
complete
wasn't
the
out then.
experiment.
I know.
Bulletproof exoskeleton. Positive. Effects of stopping bullets. Negative. Molten metal skin graft renders subject immobile. Difficult to remove.
Oh my god.
I'm an Iron Man!
So, that's going to give me insanity and creepy. So if you
Yeah.
hand me a compulsion,
Yeah.
it'll also give me 12 points.
Jesus Christ.
So 1, and then 10 plus 1 more.
What the frick?
Okay.
You guys are freaking crazy.
And it gives me another gear. Shit.
Well, God damn it!
What?
Oh, I'm missing an ingredient. I didn't realize.
See, if you would have gone with the, shun the
Listen,
Romanis,
sometimes
you would have been able
gotta-
to buy as many ingredients if you needed.
That's true.
We don't shun the Romanis,
You gotta
people.
shun the Romani.
I love this town.
I'm gonna buy some bricks.
Can't send your caretaker.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I can because he's
How
dressed
many bricks
up.
are you buying?
You know
Just
what?
one.
Well,
Okay. What do they cost? 2?
2.
yeah.
Yep,
Yes.
and you get 2 points.
And I'm dressed up as me, so it's like when that guy in Smog's Desolation of Smog dresses up.
No, that was in Battle of Five
Oh, you're
Armies.
right. You're right.
God, those movies are just bad.
So good.
Yeah. 10 points.
Hey, but you know what is good about those movies? We got 3 deal out of it.
Hey, look, another fox.
What sound do they make?
Oh, wop, bop, 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 bop.
That's true, but they also go.
A ting, 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 a bing, a ling, ling. Will you go?
I
I don't know how we get the family plot.
It's a vanity tile, so you get level 3, which
Oh.
I can do.
Can my spouse
I'm just trying to figure out which one I want.
record knowledge? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you just lose them.
Oh, that's not very good. What's this one?
Oh, all those were like, yeah, final scoring.
Will I get him back at the
You-
beginning of a generation?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Which
you'll-
is about to be.
yeah. They'll always start with a spouse.
Kill my husband.
It's not that you kill them, it's that they leave you.
No. He's recording knowledge. He's writing down somebody's dying words. Certainly.
So I'm going to make laundry
Whoopee.
detergent.
Gonna make like the wind blow.
So
Get over here, big boy.
whiter whites, brighter colors that resist fading, an essential tool in my fiendish arsenal. I go back all the way to
you
back
just-
of insanity.
Did you invent OxyClean?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why do you go back? Oh, is like,
Yeah, it just subtracts 2,
He's helping.
3.
so.
Yeah, I'm going to send my spouse to die for my final wishes. I'm gonna log a knowledge.
Log
Log a
no.
knowledge. Look at those. Look at how you did it.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, it sure was.
I'm going to perform an experiment. There. Oh, it's actually just that. And then I have the 2 already there. There's the fox. And a gear. And I made the iron mole, my drilling device to explore the Earth's core. Also, an actual extremely large mole. That'll move me up on the creepy and the angry mob.
That'll move me up on the creepy. Oh, shit.
Mine purple. And that will give me 12 points. So we put me I will be at 41.
Yeah.
Which means I hit that.
So you can remove that.
Yep, so let's see how fucked I am by Cat's thing.
I wouldn't say that, and I didn't do it.
Okay. Quick note, today I awoke to the unfortunate news that one of my servants has been burned alive while tending to the laundry. While certainly my recent laboratory security improvements may have been the culprit, the spontaneous combustion of human beings is still a rarity. Suspect foul play. We'll return to this after tea. Be sure to collect ashes.
After tea, wow.
I lose 3 victory points.
Oh.
What do you mean, aw? You're the one who fucking did it!
Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna burn someone alive.
And I guess I lose my servant, which would be her.
I mean, what are they doing? Why did they catch on fire?
I don't know. Cool! That was neat.
Right.
I thought it was gonna be worse than that.
That's extremely annoying.
Well, it said I could either choose a misfortune or a fortune.
And you didn't choose a fortune for me?
No, I didn't. No, because this is a competitive game, and I knew I wasn't going to get there for this.
You know what also is a competitive game? Real life.
Would you like to set me on fire while
I might.
I'm doing that laundry?
I'm going to record knowledge. I'm going to record. Would you hand me? I'm going to get rid of the C and A for 2 C's, please.
C and A for 2 C is coming right up.
And that'll be my turn. So I believe Seth, it'll be yours.
Oh, yes, it will.
Yes, too. You're welcome.
Oh, and because I did record knowledge, I have now gone. Nope, sorry. I go up. Nope, that's right.
Ah. So they hate you.
You can go one more.
Huh?
You can go
No,
one
they hate you. Oh, they hate you.
Yeah, they hate me.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm still good. Unless I get... Oh, they're not there. It's probably worth it. Yeah. I'm gonna buy the servants' quarters. Boop. Okay. Yeah. So that's the end, right? Or
Yeah,
you
one
still
more.
have person?
I honestly kind of want to see what this church event thing is. So, and that will give me 2 points.
Oh, yeah.
And so can I have the book because there is a event thing for church.
Yep.
It's church time.
Forgot I also included mine. That would be 2 points.
Oh, there is no thing for the church here.
Yeah, is there not?
No. It says town strength.
Oh, I know what it was. It's because we're already moved on. You can go to the church, and I think it lets you spy on people.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Fuck, I remember you doing that.
I'll just take back the 2 points because I don't need to do that. I would rather go
Oh, okay.
here to the memorial. I mean, I'm going to lose it at the end
Yeah.
of this generation because I'm going to spend the 3 to get a Vanity tile. I'm going to take the one that says I can't ignore the mob. Which one was this one?
No, it's the key to the city, which you can't take. Because that's how the town hall gives it to you.
Walk in the town hall. Yeah, but I will be taking it.
No, we're going to take just 10 points then.
Oh, and final scoring.
And
I have a moat now.
Yep, I do go up. Technically a creepy and another insanity, I guess.
Oh, which means you'll start with a...
So do I really want to do that then versus... No, I don't want to. We'll do this one.
So no moat.
No moat, but if I get another one of these up, it's worth the same amount, so...
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, will you hand that back to me?
Yep.
Thank you. Alright, so end of generation. Fate of the town. Okay. Perform end of round actions. Servants on insanity track. Return all pieces to quarters. But yeah, I'll
Was
agree.
this our second generation?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I was like, this isn't our third one, right?
Nope.
So
We're not that lucky.
but
Like,
we
good
don't
guy.
we don't do end of generation stuff quite yet. But
Right, it's end of round stuff.
yeah. End of round, start player. So pass the start player to me. And discard bottom 2 upgrades. So I need one more because he bought one. Yeah. Or I bought one, sorry, master bedroom. And then we have the clockwork lab. Oh, it doesn't matter, we're about to be in 3rd generation anyway.
Yeah.
Which will bring out new tiles.
Right.
Okay. The mayor of the town, in a brief ceremony on the steps of the town hall, offered the most important individual in the construction of the memorial a solid gold key to the city today.
Beautiful.
The player who collected the most brick tokens, me! I have 4! Gains the key to the city estate upgrade token, so the mob doesn't hate me! Ever, and I gain 5 victory points.
Nice.
Ties are broken. Okay. Do not discard the brick tokens until instructed. Alrighty. Remove all player pieces from the board and perform the end of generation.
Yep.
So, end of generation stuff. Yeah, keep 1 incomplete experiment in hand. And then, yeah, discard the rest. These are, oh no, it's a B and an A. These are the 2 B's. And then A. I'm just gonna pass those to you. Put them face up on the bottom, please. Okay. And then you get to keep 1 finished experiment. You get to keep 2, right?
Yep.
Finish experiments. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then these will go away. And yeah, you and I can remove those. I get to hold. I get to hold on to 2 resources.
2 as well.
Which is all I have. Hey, now that private study's gonna come in handy.
How do you know how many resources you get to hold on?
You don't.
You don't get.
We do because our biology is up to level 2.
Oh, God damn it. I'm not doing it up to 1.
Whoops, sorry, I don't remember where I was put. Oh, you were done.
Yeah. Alright. So Cat, lose all your shit.
Down.
Here's all my blues.
Okay.
Animals in
And
a body.
okay, so confirm. The mayor has announced the construction of a new monument in suffering. While the details of its construction remain scarce, public pressure and anonymous donations have been the deciding factor in the architectural direction the structure has taken. Count up all the memorial bricks that have been collected by all players.
7.
7? If 4 more bricks... Hey! We built the memorial wall. Letter from Lilith. I tell you... Do you want to read it?
I put a body in here.
No, you go ahead.
Oh.
Peasants actually built a wall around their own town. In the 1800s, no less. These fools have traded paranoia for utter delusion. Do they expect a foreign government to set up a military line and trebuchets to lay siege to this backwater stronghold? What on earth would it offer them? Trade has suffered. Prices have risen, and most importantly, with the caravans left to go elsewhere, I must find alternative ways to procure knowledge. Why, just this week, I was enraged by the audacity of the intrusion into my affairs. I, the rightful heir to a considerable estate, was forced to suffer the indignity of a physical inspection at what appeared to be a freshly fashioned gateway to the village where I was born. And then, to infer that I was bound by duty to prove my citizenship. My spouse was so manhandled that they were forced to spend the next week in their bedroom consumed by anxious thoughts. Curse this infernal world filled with frustrations and complications at every turn. If only these regressive tendencies towards isolationism could have been resolved in another way. Surely you can determine how dire the situation has become if it has rattled my notoriously pragmatic disposition. How can one change the world when it so decidedly wants to remain the same? Mark my words, I would sooner watch these ramparts crumble than allow them to destroy my spirit. I will find a way to circumvent this oppressive state and preserve my legacy at all costs.
Burn this whole town down.
Letter from Bobby! It is deplorable in the highest degree for the people to distrust our presence because of the detestable business of our progenitors. Suffering is the place of my birth, yet here I write to you in haste with a fire to my diction. These cretins would penalize us for our very existence. They eye us with such apprehension that it preys upon my anxieties at every stretch. A pox on their wild superstitions. Oh, how I wish I were back in university. Okay. The player with the most VP immediately gains 2 creepy. Well, I guess that's me. But it doesn't matter, because I have the key to the city.
Our mayor's kind of creepy.
Okay. Okay, so now we can resolve our,
Okay, obsessions.
Yep, obsessions. I did have the most VP, so I will gain 3.
I had 3 journal entries at level 2 or better.
Nice.
I needed to be overtaken by the angry mob, but it just wasn't.
Ah. You should have kept going to the cemetery.
I didn't go once.
I know. So, that's why you weren't ever taken. Okay.
Well,
You're...
I was
Okay, so...
gaining up.
Okay, for me, the xenophobic tendencies of the population marry well with those of an extreme position. Those who display more conventional scientific aptitudes are looked upon with distrust. If I did not complete my obsession, draw a maladjustment for this generation. Cat. You did not complete. So how fucked up is your kid?
I'm just creepy. I'm just creepy.
You're just creepy?
Yep. Anytime one of your pieces is landed on lost for any reason, gain 1 creepy. So anytime one of your pieces landed on lost for any reason, gain 1.
So if you go to any lost section, yours are just going to be, you're going to add a creepy, which we also need to flip that insanity track.
Yeah, you're right.
You're notorious for being odd. People who have worked for you aren't tight-lipped about it. You fucking freak.
That person just kept smelling me.
Hey, is it normal for them to watch you urinate? It's for scientific purposes.
If Bobby completed their obsession, I gained the infamy card.
Yeah, Bobby.
Yay! Okay. This dreary countryside afforded hushed whispers and bated breath as my carriage drove through the cobbled streets, but it was a mere trifle to be feared by these simpletons. Revered and reviled in equal measure, I yearned for the day when scholars from across the globe would tremble at the mere sound of my name. Well, I can't visit the town hall. And I perform a B-level experiment, and my obsession deepens, advance the furthest on the creepy track. Okay. If John completed, you gain the limitless knowledge card. There we go. You can read that.
Yep. What others forsook, I delved into with an insatiable fever. With each new book, my fingers ached to turn the pages and highlight new, brilliant passages of text. I cast my net wide, discovering works most others would shun, and each passing day my mind was open to the limitless possibilities. Builder's Office. Lose 1 victory point when you build an estate upgrade. Estate affairs gain 1 occult knowledge.
Okay, so kind of same thing, just now with a restriction.
With a restriction, yep.
Kat, what's yours?
Out of revenge.
Let's just put it down. It's not enough to sate oneself with petty morsels of vengeance. As I further indulge into the woeful business, I only found respite when my enemies were left humiliated, the knife twisted, the demeanor crestfallen, broken and sundered to pieces, complete and utter destruction. Only then would my revenge be complete.
When I burn this entire village to the ground.
When I complete a compulsion, it's worth 1 fewer VP. And then again, when I go to the town hall, I'm taking someone with me.
Okay. Can you put that compulsion card on the stack, Kat?
Yeah, cat.
And then put those on the furthest stack, and then draw a 4. Okay. Alright, Bleeding Statue gains 6 victory points. The West Wing gain 8 victory points. The Pipe Organ gains 6 victory points. And the Greenhouse lose 3 insanity. Okay, discard and return all other obsession cards to the scenario box. Already did that. Yep, now list a penalty. And turn to page 14.
Do we start over with our money?
Yes.
Okay, I just noticed.
You lose everything.
Oh, well, no one took it from me, so I'm keeping it.
14.
Oh, no.
Place a suspicious marker on 7. And the thing one to the right. Yep, so it stays there. Turn all memorial bricks to the scenario box. Except that one.
Except for that one saves. That one's got my P on it.
It's a beautiful wall now.
There you go.
Yeah, we should have made a wall.
Start of the round? Or
Yep.
start of generation?
Yeah, start of a generation. So.
Would you hand me my 2 workers?
Yep, and I'll actually start with 1 because I also have servants' quarters. Here you go. There's an A, B, and C. Here you go.
Thank you.
And then A, B, and C. Cat.
Guess we gotta pick our resource first.
B, and C.
Will you give me any animal as my free resource?
I want to do goat. My free resource.
I'll also do an animal. And then I will have 5 money because I'm gonna get the 3, and then starting with the 2.
And then I will get 5 total monies.
Yeah, I need this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go.
You get 3, and would you hand me a sea level experiment?
Is that your start of the round?
Yep, start of the
round. I will go with. It's gonna be really. I'm gonna grab a B. Kat, what do you want?
I think I'll grab it. Yeah, I'll grab it.
Okay, yeah, you're up.
Okay. Alrighty. So everything now costs?
Everything now costs because of that wall. And there's no traveling caravan.
Okay.
But I can tell you a little bit. Yes, this is important. As a registered citizen within the district, you must undergo a strict government background check and perform civic duty obligations. You must place your self-piece on the town hall as an action once this generation. If you do not, you will lose 4 victory points and an estate upgrade of your choice.
Okay.
So that's something you have to do at least
one time
in this generation.
Got it.
The church, I can tell you what. Oh, basically, so if you want to lower your creepiness level, it costs 0 coins to move it back 1, 1 coin to move it back 2, 2 coins to move it back 3.
Right.
Everything else just costs money now.
Okay. Man, with the cost of money, now I wish I had the. Gonna give me an extra $2.
The clean ledger.
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely has been super duper nice. You can go to the bank.
Yeah, I can. I probably will have to at some point. Guess I could go to the bank with my main guy to get 4 coins for 1 creepy.
I do like that the buildings obviously get bigger and better.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they do.
Cemetery god.
There's a little wall around it as well.
They're like, people keep fucking stealing bodies.
What the hell? Oh, yeah, just put up a
We
picket
thought they were
fence.
stealing their things, but they're stealing bodies.
Yeah, they're leaving the things, actually.
They're giving more things to the bodies.
Yeah. We'll go here. 2 coins.
Cat, your turn.
Hey, I need to... I'm gonna send my stupid fucking husband to go get, gears.
Okay. So it costs some money.
What's the money?
For 2.
That was something I did.
We can freely discard these, right? Whenever we buy something.
You can replace them, yes.
Okay. Then I probably will, because that servant's quarters isn't doing me jack shit anymore. So, I'm gonna go to the builder's office.
Okay.
And pay 4. No, it's not gonna be. Yeah, this is still gonna be 4. Because I'm gonna grab the bleeding statue.
Yep.
And replace that. So that'll give me 6 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that'll move me up 2 creepy.
Okay.
I now have my 50.
So I'm only spent 4 coins.
Move that down.
And I'm moving all these guys here for 4 bottles.
4 bottles, eh?
Where do I buy people?
Labor's Union.
Sorry, where do I volunteer people?
Labor's Union.
I'll be going there.
Okay. Cost 2 people, because you can get your 2 servants. You can't buy your caretaker. So 2 coins. Who do you want?
Just fuck it up.
Okay, I'm gonna give you twins.
Ooh,
Yeah.
joined.
Yeah, get.
I made
didn't-
them that way.
I sewed them together.
They go back to the labor union and they're like, what the fuck?
Okay, we are gonna go to the Farmers Bazaar. Pay 1 for an animal. An animal! Animal!
I'm going to go perform an experiment.
Nice.
So we're going to do automation. Construction has begun on machine approximation of human proportions with programmable functionality. So I go 1 up on creepy.
What's up?
I gain 3 points.
Ooh.
I get my next caretaker, and it costs me a vial and a gear.
No, I'm purple. There you go.
Yep, so randomize me.
Oh, caretaker? Okay, here's the tavern maid.
Okay.
Catherine! It's your turn!
Okay,
me, myself, and I are gonna go get some animals.
Okay, you got pay coin.
Yep, that's fine. But I'm also, since it's me, I'm getting double animals.
Yep. You also got to pay.
You gotta pay $2.
I'm gonna pay $2.
Mm-hmm.
For every animal.
For every animal.
Oh, I thought that since it was me, I get double.
You do. You can take the action twice.
Yeah, you can do the action twice, but it costs a coin per animal. Because of the wall that you wanted to erect so nicely.
I didn't want to erect that wall.
You bought bricks. I wanted to.
Well,
you wanted to. You did 4 bricks by yourself.
Look at this fun little train I have going.
Okay.
Anyway. Alright, erratic motion studies. Mice visibly agitated by vigorous shaking of their cage. More testing required. That'll be 2 points.
Honestly, anything for the neuroscience.
Okay. I'm going to take another experiment. I'm going to spend 3 vials. And would you go up 1 insanity, because I'm going to have to use a black cube as alternative blue. So, Unstoppable Acid X. This concentrated acid eats through all known substances, which will move me up 7 points.
5, 6, 7 is right there.
It's ritual. I gotta count it out. My turn?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna send this stupid innocent man down here to be lost forever.
You only need 2 of them.
So that's fine. That's fine. That's why I got them. And I'm going to...
They're called interns.
And they are... And that's actually very fitting that they're going down there together because, again, like I said, I sewed them together. I'm going to do some sonic healing studies.
When I get that feeling, I get sexual healing.
And that's going to give me 2 of these. Seth just invented music. Or Bobby invented music.
Bobby.
And
Yeah, Bobby's music.
it's not me coming in at a hot 20.
Finally got there.
Well,
I don't even know what happened. You did so well last time we played.
I was actually just very much trying to not get to 35.
Ah.
Oh.
I see now why.
And then that...
It wasn't worth the loss of 3 victory points.
No.
No. Okay. I'm gonna pay 3 and max out on biology. And let's see. Let's actually do, can I have the moat, please?
Yep.
Thank you. Which will put me up 1 on creepy and 1 on sanity.
Nice. You creepy. They got you.
Okay.
They got you. But you're the man.
I think we all have to pass, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have a bleeding statue, and actually what I did is I surrounded the moat surrounds the bleeding statue. So, end of round. Okay, yep, so, end of round, so, servants on the sanity chart become lost, return all pieces to quarters.
Goodbye, boys. I hated you.
You did very well.
I hate twins.
Start of round action, so 3 money.
Thank you.
Oh, I could have also traded in stuff, right? For, oh, well.
Yeah, you could have traded 3 cards for 3 other cards.
But you didn't.
Oh, because it's per the thing you move up.
Yes.
Ooh, they stand. Yes, they do.
We also need a pass the round marker.
Yeah, pass around marker
Hell yeah.
and draw a card.
Oh,
So start with cat.
Taking an A. Whoops.
Seth?
I didn't want that.
That's not happening. I don't think that's happening.
Not with that
No, I
attitude.
don't think it's happening.
Yeah. It's just intruders coming into our home.
That's fine.
I'll take another A as well. Fine. Thank you.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, this was this wasn't A, right? It was okay. Okay. Starting with cat. Unless there's story stuff, which there is. Journal of Lilith. Okay, I am unsure as to how to proceed. Tonight I received a swarmy gentlewoman for dinner who introduced herself as the new proprietor of a local warehouse. The purpose of her visit was immediately clear and especially brazen. There was only one reason why anyone would invest in a declining town such as suffering, and her resulting smirk was confirmation: illicit trade. The smuggling business is booming as the town's relations with the country deteriorate. This I know. The immediate benefits are enticing, however, with any agreement that stretches the law, there may be consequences. I'm sure it is nothing life-threatening, but still, is it a gamble worth taking? Okay, so once per round, each player may visit the Smuggler's Dock location in town. Upon visiting, gain 2 ingredients of your choice. Then click the storybook to determine the consequences of your indiscretion. Page 15. Okay. Yep, Smuggler's Dock, so you can only do it once, so your guy, but you get to pick 2 things. You can either pick, and see, that's why, because it says, well, it says ingredient. I don't fucking know. Maybe resources was supposed to be everything, but they did not make that clear.
Yep.
So yeah, so you can get a good gears or a potion, then you just have to see what happens. Carefully pick up the storybook and device and hand it to the player with the least victory points.
I keep winning.
I keep fucking over the person in the lead.
Okay, yeah, I think all I had to do was choose.
Okay. To properly introduce the creation to a captive audience, 2 collaboration tokens must be gained by completing an engineering experiment. Each player can only gain 1 collaboration token. Place a robot servant that prepares meals with lasers. Experiment face up on the table.
It can't go wrong.
Okay. So there's that. Then retrieve 2 collaboration tokens and place them on the collaborative experiment. 2. Warning, completing this experiment will definitely destroy City Hall, meaning that you will not have to place your self token onto it. Also may have other more dire consequences. Okay. Anytime a player completes an engineering experiment, that player gains a collaboration token, placing it in their quarters. Only 1 token can be collected per player. So, engineering, basically the color.
So every time we do an engineering one?
Yep.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I don't have a single one.
Well, I've already built basically everything. I'm at the point where I just need to build this now.
I figured that's where you were going for. I definitely do not have enough time to complete mine. So I'm trying to
That's what I'm debating at this point.
Of
if I have enough time.
Oh, to finish yours?
And do everything else that I think I need to do.
Right. Because I'm hoping that the point gap, if I can complete more, if it's worth... Because how much is yours worth? 22 points?
22.
Yeah. Which is quite a lot.
Cat
here. Yep.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna send Dumpy down here and sacrifice 2 of these little guys. Yeah, this time not twins. To make a twin rumped cockatiel. And I get an animal, actually, for that.
Okay.
One I haven't taken yet. Oh, a bear. And a creepy. And 4 victory points.
Okay. Send myself to the library. Pay 2. Get 2 knowledge.
Is that it?
Yep. Okay. That is it.
What did you do if you walked into somebody's house and you're already like, they're kind of weird, and then you walk in?
Well, I wouldn't go to their house if I already thought they were weird.
And they have a
or
bear.
They have a bear.
They have a bear walking around.
I'd leave.
Would you? What if they were like, hey, I have a really cool cellar. I think you'd like it.
Most places in California don't have cellars. I do.
All right.
What's that from, Kat?
American Dad.
I'm gonna go
No, it's
here.
not.
I don't know.
It's a Zodiac.
And a call cube.
Is it?
Yes.
The movie?
Yes.
Let me guess. The killer said that.
Yes.
They don't know who you are.
Go.
No, I don't want to. Not after you said that.
I don't want. Oh.
You can't make my don't make friction split.
Zach is like,
No, I'm mathing right now. I think I can do both things.
let's talk louder
Barely.
so we can't math.
Oh shit!
That's what you deserve. No. I don't care. I'm gonna go buy some more labor. Thank you.
I'm gonna go right there and get a gear. And what else did I need? I think I'm gonna grab 2 gears actually.
Love this. This is foobarred all the way over.
My twins went to Lost, so do I gain a creepy?
Oh yeah, yeah. That would have happened. Sorry, what happens whenever that happens? What does it say?
Gain a creepy.
Oh, you gain a creepy.
No.
Yeah.
Does it count for both of them?
I don't know what that says, Kat.
It doesn't say any time one of your pieces is placed on Lost for any reason, gain 1 creepy.
Yeah, that happened twice.
If you're gonna have a game, you need to know every single rule.
Yeah, I also have a life.
Be a responsible game owner.
Respect the game.
Don't hate the player. Don't hate the player, kill yourself.
Alright, I think I'm going to have to do it for my turn for the...
Okay, so... Story. Okay, you must complete, so complete verification. Alright. Dismal afternoon, overcast with a dreadful scud blanketing the town in grayness. When I arrived at the town hall for the scheduled inspection, I could only shake my head at the single individual in a recently restitched military uniform, left over from the 18th century, sleeping at his post by the wooden double doors. I decided to enter without rousing him to avoid investing any more time in my visit. John! Shoddy, regrettable, the town hall was all cobwebs and cracked plaster with a set of ancient benches with a black mold along the bases. The musty offices where I was to confirm my existence were in no better condition. The interrogation was lengthy and lasted into the early evening. The individual in charge of my case had apparently been relishing the opportunity to nail me to the wall, as it were, and when my answers proved adequate and level-headed, the line of questioning became more aggressive. Did he think me a fool? After an extended time, I was reluctantly approved. I bundled up my papers and my wits and beat a quick path to my hansom, where the horses stamped at my approach and appeared to be just as keen as I was to leave this wretched place. That's it.
Yep.
You are now qualified.
Okay.
What?
It's your move.
Well, he's just staring at something. Didn't like that. Didn't like it at all. Okay. This isn't going my way.
I'm gonna go down here. Oh no, I ran out of money.
You can. We'll send your send one of your servants to the bank.
Oh, that's not what I
You'll
want.
gain a creepy and gain
Yeah,
2
that's
money.
true. Ooh, I want to be creepy. Let me use creepy.
You'll gain 4 money with 1 creepy.
If she sent herself.
herself.
Yeah.
4 money.
Depends on if you want a bunch of gears or if you want.
Or a bunch of money. Just
Or-
money for right now.
Okay, so you'll go up on creepy, and then you'll gain 2 money. Have to put your person back in your quarters.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna complete an experiment. Sand casting improvements. It's gonna cost 1 gear,
Sad.
2 knowledge. I developed a devious set of molding tools for the creation of strong, intricate pieces of steel equipment. That'll give me 2 gears. And 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3, and I'll get another coin because that was a B, and that was an engineering thing.
Yep. Alright. I'm going to put 3 guys here, paying $4 to get 3 game cubes.
Now you can pay 2 and get 2 gears.
Yes. I trade.
Yep, just trade.
I think we could have kept going back and forth.
We probably could have. Yeah, you're right.
I think we could have done that.
That
That is something we could have accomplished.
So that's that right there. That's pretty hot. We're in the mid round, right?
Yeah, we got one more round after this.
Got one more round, eh?
Do we just have one more round?
Yeah, after this one.
Yeah.
I feel like one time it lasted 2 rounds.
Yeah, I think one time I forgot to move it forward, so we ended up. I think we ended up playing longer.
We unfortunately had longer lifespans. Did not.
Early years, the mid years, and then late years.
Mm-hmm.
We had a really long.
I'm going to be highly successful, hopefully, in the late years.
Well, I was very successful in my late years because I
Let's see.
stopped going to Starbucks and stopped eating out so much. And invested all my extra cash into Ponzi schemes. You know, like you do.
Okay. I think. Man, I don't really have an
Mine's
option.
a Kickstarter that's going to get delivered on time.
Huh?
Mine's a Kickstarter that's going to get delivered on time.
Let's see.
My bad.
I see my cat's just sniffing at me.
Oh shit! No. No, actually, no. It's still gonna work out because I'm gonna get rid of the storage shed.
Yep.
Do the pipe organ. Move me up on creepy, please.
Purple.
And because I have the key to the city,
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, and that will be 6 points. Hey, my pipe organ. I'm over here.
Oh.
You can do that.
So 2, 4. I'm on the gray up there. He will come down.
My last move is I'm going to go here for a coin and a cult token.
Cat.
Oh, I just realized I have. Oh, but I can't go down to perform an experiment. Shit. Whip. Might as well be using him for something. Can he record my knowledge, or does it have to be me?
He can. He'll just go to the
Insane asylum.
to the lost.
It's fine with me. I don't fucking like him. Never did. Well, that's not gonna help me at all.
You can have him go to the estate and get you a money.
Well, I was gonna have them make things cheaper for me.
Yeah, that works too.
Hee Get lost, people.
And then you'll gain a creepy because he went to lost.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, is that the end?
Yep.
Oh crap.
What'd
Oh
you
no, I did click end of round. Oh, that's right, because the end of round isn't its own separate thing.
Right.
Yep. All right. So perform all end of round actions.
So, bring people back.
Oh shit. Thank you. Lady. Mr. and Mrs. Lee.
Okay. Then, all right. Last full round. So 3 money.
Thanks.
These 2 are gone.
First player marker switches.
Yep. Which goes to me. Okay, discard that, and then the start of that we gain 3 money.
1 card.
Yeah, sure.
I'll take an A.
Right.
Just
For kicks.
for kicks and giggles.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take an A for he's.
Okay, and let's hit the...
Yep.
No, we gotta hit the...
Oh yeah.
Something might
Sorry,
happen.
sorry, you're right. Yeah. Did 2 players collect collaboration tokens? No.
Oh, oops.
I knew it would never amount to anything. My cousins do not share the same illumination, the same pioneering spirit that I exhibit. They would rather, this is for me, they would rather languish in gluttony and submit to the oppressive state. I see their bellies grow rotund in their slothful lethargy, their porcine features stuffed into last year's fashion by coutures, no doubt pushed to the brink. Perhaps it was good that they could not complete it. At least that way the experiment could not be considered a failure. Any player who gained a collaboration token gains 1 knowledge of their choice and then returns the token to the box. Any player who does not have a collaboration token loses 2 victory points.
Oh.
Way the fucking go, Cat! I thought you were gonna do it!
Would you move me down 2 victory points?
Yeah.
Well, I meant to.
Well, you fucking suck.
I mean, you get knowledge.
I know, I wanted to complete that.
I
Because I will say, this is going the exact same way that we played it.
So this is going 100% different than what we did.
Interesting. It might help if people actually finish stuff that they started.
Hey.
Oh, I don't know why I picked this up to look. Oh man, what could it be?
But like, so when we played, there was no walls.
Really?
You know, 100%.
Well,
But we burned the other person.
we did exile the Romani.
We exiled the Romani last time.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, no, we built the wall. We did the.
So what? I'm doing things that I didn't do last.
But are you making the same choices? That's what it is. It's not what you're doing on the board. It's the choices you're making in the app.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wasn't the person
Who did you burn as a witch?
Cat.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Cat's
Well-
character. But I mean, in terms of the wall being built, the experiment showing up,
Right.
the Vermont, yeah, it's all the same. Anyway,
So I've played this now 4 times. I've had 4 different stories each time.
this same Fear of the Unknown.
2 times Fear of the Unknown, 2 times Disease.
Gotcha. Okay, so my turn. I'm gonna go to the library. Pay 2. Gain 2.
Okay. I think about count. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm going to send 3 guys to the library as well, paying 4 coins to get 3 blues.
Nice. Me is going to go down to my cellar in California and complete 2 experimentes.
You can only complete 1 experiment.
I wish I was dead.
I did the same thing earlier.
There is a card that can allow you to
Ah.
do 2.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why. Well, then I guess there's no use in living.
We become immortal.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I'll just still... Alright, I created tensile joint analysis.
Oh wow, is that a fucking engineering experiment?
I was trying! Question,
Apparently not hard enough.
could joint strength be improved by gluing gears into the hindquarters of the family pet? No. Quick answer.
Maybe.
Maybe. I guess we'll have to find out. Fluffy.
Maybe everything's going the same because I'm also playing with Cat.
That's it.
I was gonna say, there are 2...
I never play with the same people.
That's fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
And again, I am doing different things.
And what
But
sucks the most is that
unfortunately-
because like only 1 person could get those, but I am going to complete an experiment. It's going to be 3 gears and 3 of those to finish the elevator room. This fascinating metal room could be lifted or lowered into the earth through a system of counterweights. It's going to be 3 points, but I'm going to gain a Vanity. I'm going to gain Catacombs.
Catacombs.
And gain a Creepy.
Oh, you're
Oh,
next.
I'm at max. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so
Oh, thank God.
as a free action, I am going to complete this.
They turn it upside down.
Just because
funny.
it's once per generation.
Right,
so-
I was flipping them.
Sure. So that's going to get me a Vanity. I'm going to do the Tesla coil. And remind me, I have to pay the 2 coins if I want to cover this up with the Vanity, right?
I couldn't remember because I didn't do it for the key to the city.
So I did for this one, I paid the 1, but I don't have 2 coins for this.
I haven't done it, so
Okay,
just
so I'm gonna
we'll
put it
make
like
it
there.
fair. For the record, I will look it up just in case.
Okay. So I'm now going to actually take my action. So I'm going to go to the cemetery for a body,
Nice.
which will bring this down
Hey.
and bring this up.
Whoa.
Hey, what's up?
And technically I get 2 bodies.
So they hate all of you. So neither of you can go anywhere except
I'm
the
never
church.
going back into the town. I planned it out. It worked out
Can I
perfectly.
once per generation?
How many end of game victory points are you getting?
Can
A
I
lot.
move the
How?
I'm going to
tracker
get
back?
15, 9, and another 10.
10, 16... 10,
And I'm going to complete my obsession.
Same. 10, 16,
And this, the 22. Yeah. It's literally down to I had the exact workers. So all I'm going to do is experiment and record knowledge. So this requires 3 in a 3 row, which will give me another one of these vanity tiles.
Gotcha.
And complete the experiment, which is the cubes that I have. I'll be really insane, but I don't care.
Aren't all the best.
Insane enough to lose 3 victory points?
No.
Let's see. Oh, yes, you do still have to pay the money. So then I would just
Yeah.
remove.
Man, I'm just going to remove the Scenic Overlook because it's already used up.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
It's fine.
Since I will set the hounds upon them.
Oh, nice.
Get out.
Nice.
I
Super
did it.
useful.
I did it for me.
Why?
No one else. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, because I'm not going to church. Okay. I'm gonna send my favorite guy down here. I need a glass. I need a glass of water. I'm gonna get it at the park.
So, just to help you, I would go to the other spot.
What other spot?
He gets you 2 glasses in a bookstore event for no money.
Well, the bookstore event could be a
Bad. Could be
Yeah.
bad.
Could be bad.
You're also almost be lapped, so it
I
might be worth
really-
taking a potential bad for double good. Or if you need another good, so if you need a gear or animal as well as that bottle.
I'm only gonna have enough to complete this one thing.
Okay.
I'm a simple person.
Alright. Seth?
I am at max.
I wish you got to choose what like experiments, like if you wanted organic or electric or macabre.
Oh, like actually have a theme. Yeah.
I am so hungry.
Okay. Your turn.
Okay. So we're just going to do this portion. So we're going to complete experiment. So body and animal.
Body animal.
2 and 2. So I'm going to go 4 insanity. I'm red.
So 2 of those,
Yep.
2 compulsions.
And I go 1 creepy.
Yep.
Would you hand me 2 of those compulsion cards?
Yes.
I go up 22 points. So
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 22.
Oh, glad you guys finally
Yep.
caught up with me.
shit, that's not good. Not completing those. And that is mine.
Does your thing have any flavor text on it?
Oh, yep. So teleportation. Weave through the threads of time and space in a revolutionized invisible teleport.
Invisible teleport.
Apparently. Alright.
Alright. I'm sacrificing my husband and his friend
Okay.
to do an
A
experiment.
noble pursuit.
Yep. And we're all going to be working on a fruit bat with a clock in its chest. Gonna cost me a gear, an animal, and this yummy, yummy Gatorade that I bought at the convenience store. And despite obvious discomfort, specimen remains a living metaphor for passing of time.
Alright. Seth?
Call that. I got 4 victory points for that. Wow. And I don't think I'm gonna collect. I don't need to collect anything because I mean the game's over for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just letting y'all know. It's canon that it's just me and Igor living in my mansion after this. Also, I could have built a one-way gate to the underworld.
Nice.
I was trying.
Yeah. Well, actually, might be. Oh, yeah, because it doesn't matter right now. 3 points, please.
Okay. Alright, I am going to do knowledge, spending the blue, and getting the moat. And I would go up one more on sanity, but it won't matter.
Yep. Alright. That's the end?
That's the end.
Okay. Alright, so end of round actions before continuing. So,
We lose people that we would lose.
yeah, I guess you would lose 2 people.
Yep. Servant and spouse. Yep.
Oh, yeah. They'll go there. Alright. And then, I think that's pretty much it. Okay. So you and I both lose 4 points.
We do?
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
Right back to our list.
This doesn't matter.
Oh, because we didn't.
You didn't. Good.
No, what's actually really annoying is I literally couldn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it says you cannot visit town hall.
Oh.
So that's just really fucking shitty that they have a mechanic that refuses to let you actually do something.
Yeah.
So, okay, so everyone, what was everyone's?
3 and 3.
Nice. So,
I go up 7 points.
Kat, what was yours?
Oh, I completely forgot about this. Have 4 completed experiments requiring bodies this generation. That was not happening.
Ah. Okay, move here to the final score. Each estate upgrade is worth 1 victory point, so 4.
5. You got 4.
Yep. Do you gain end of generation.
Yeah, I gain a maladjustment.
You'll lose 3 points.
It could be based on the card. Some of them have actual 6 or higher. If you end the generation on space 6 or higher on the insanity trick, lose 5 victory points.
Ah, so you do. You're on 6.
Yep.
So you'll lose 5.
Right. That's why you have to take
I
the card.
see. That's fair. What was it though? Existential crisis.
Yep.
Okay, so then Vanity estate upgrades.
Okay.
So 16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
So I get 36, so there is 5, so I go to 55, which I believe is here.
Yep. Damn.
So I'm at the 100.
Gross.
Nice.
How'd you get 55?
10, 9, 15.
That didn't tell me anything. What's the thing that was giving you 50? Oh, 5 for each knowledge
Completed.
track you've completed.
Which just played right into that 7.
Yeah, that's super fucking frustrating.
Yeah.
But you win. Oh yeah, click to tabulate scores of posterity.
No.
What was your score? 105.
105.
Done. Lilith, what? 27. God, why'd you even show up?
We were just sacrificing cats, okay?
Pretty much.
We were busy!
90.
Well, technically dogs and foxes. That's what she took the most
And
of.
bats and birds. And a horse here and there.
All right. Okay, so maybe they'll read it.
No, it's not me. No, it's not.
All right, journal entry, John. I see now how wrong I had been. True inspiration, true science, true art. It emerges from isolation. Isolation is the catalyst. With silence and contemplation, the ability to truly focus without distractions. This is where perfection and enlightenment is achieved. The citizens of suffering were right in their decision. Outside influence only pollute the mind and distract. One must be self-reliant and self-motivated. Science is instinctual. Brilliance doesn't come from universities. No one was ever remembered as the world's greatest team player. No. The rest of the world may be unaware of my family's work, but that is all part of my ingenious plan. Today I retreat to my laboratory. Soon I will emerge from my scientific cocoon, more brilliant than ever before, and the world will tremble at my feet. Got the exact same ending, too. So, alright! Well, that was my father's work, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Stick around for the discussion, or click the I to go to the discussion. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.